Hey guys, this is Austin with Let's Bounce Rental. We're here to provide a quality inflatable for a great price. We have over 17 that's available, and we are easy to book and hassle-free. So you will never go wrong with getting a party done by Let's Bounce Rental. We are always here to provide a great service.
Our crew is dedicated to make sure your equipment arrives on time, set up properly, and without any hassle. Our job is to make sure you have access to the best inflatables so you can have the most fun possible at any event. Whether it's a school event, church gathering, or birthday party, we have the equipment for you. The best part is that we are a locally owned company. We pride ourselves on making sure our customers are taken care of. So the next event you have, plan for success with Let's Bounce Rental. Call us today at 423-435-4311 or reach us by email or website. Thank you.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
I was told the place I was looking for didn't exist.
A place that could refine my raw talents into something greater.
Where I could ask big questions about my faith, not settling for easy answers.
And I could risk what's comfortable in pursuit of my dream.
To join with others, find my voice, and change the world.
I was told that place didn't exist.
Then I found Lee.
At Whirlpool, we don't know how leaving the house less can make you need to eat more, or why the inside of the fridge is just so interesting. But we do know how to make appliances you can trust, day after day, after day, after day.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
dancing with you, holding hands with your heart, seeing you. Only blue top can love you. Remember how the new love was here to stay. Now December, now the love we shared in September. Only blue top can love you. Remember the new love we shared today.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Hey guys, this is Austin with Let's Bounce Rental. We're here to provide a quality inflatable for a great price. We have over 17 that's available, and we are easy to book and hassle-free, so you will never go wrong with getting a party done by Let's Bounce Rental. We are always here to provide a great service.
Our crew is dedicated to make sure your equipment arrives on time, set up properly, and without any hassle. Our job is to make sure you have access to the best inflatables so you can have the most fun possible at any event. Whether it's a school event, church gathering, or birthday party, we have the equipment for you. The best part is that we are a locally owned company. We pride ourselves on making sure our customers are taken care of. So the next event you have, plan for success with Let's Bounce Rental. Call us today at 423-435-4311 or reach us by email or website. Thank you.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
I was told the place I was looking for didn't exist.
A place that could refine my raw talents into something greater.
Where I could ask big questions about my faith, not settling for easy answers.
And I could risk what's comfortable in pursuit of my dream.
To join with others, find my voice, and change the world.
I was told that place didn't exist.
Then I found Lee.
At Whirlpool, we don't know how leaving the house less can make you need to eat more, or why the inside of the fridge is just so interesting. But we do know how to make appliances you can trust, day after day, after day, after day.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
I am.
Welcome back to Bradley Central High School here on Talk 101.3, where all games supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. As we continue with our Food City pregame portion program here from the Audi of Chattanooga broadcast booth. Gary Omer along with Earl Rowan and Brian Grisham, who's down on the sidelines tonight. The band is out there getting ready for homecoming night. It's always a fun, exciting thing here at Bradley. See who's going to be crowned the beautiful homecoming queen tonight, as we do every year. We'll have senior night on our next home game, which will be 2 weeks from tonight when Maryville comes calling. And Earl, we talked to you today about all the different possibilities it could be. Just once the games are played tonight, we'll know a lot more. But right now, there's so many variables that it's just not really worth going through that whole scenario again.
Yeah, and Gary, it's exciting to be in this situation.
Yeah.
Honestly, we have 3 weeks left in the season, but 2 of those weeks are region matchups. And, boy, those are critical games, and they're head knockers. The game here tonight, Farragut comes in on a roll. They've won 4 in a row. They've got some momentum going. But the last 2 seasons, even 3 seasons, if you want to go back a third season, the Bears have finally started making this a very competitive rivalry. It has developed into a real top-notch rivalry among the region opponents. In fact, the last 2 seasons, they have divided 2 meetings. We have met them in the playoffs numerous times. And the last 2 seasons, we've played them not only in the regular season, but also we hit them in the playoffs. And 6 of the last 8 games we've played against Farragut have been really close ball games, decided by a touchdown or less. Last year, we were involved in the game in October, a game that was a thriller up in Knoxville. In fact, that ball game, we won 31-28, and it came down in the 4th quarter alone. To recap some memories for fans, we either were tied or the lead changed hands 6 different times in the 4th quarter alone before the Bears finally won it on literally the last play of the game at Farragut, 31-28 on a long field goal. So they came back in the playoffs, got revenge on us, and won the game 27-24 in the playoffs to end our season. But those are the type games that we've played with Farragut the last 2 or 3 years.
I think we'll see the same kind of game tonight. Now, I told you guys in part of our pregame report, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game tonight because both of them are able to score points. They're averaging 30-something points a game. We're averaging right at 30 after last week's win over Ottawa. So I don't know if either defense can stop that. But here again, as Damon preaches over and over, penalties, turnovers, field position. That's what's going to win this game for someone. And you can't say how important it is because now tonight Cleveland across town is hosting Bearden. There's another Bearden with 1 loss, us with 1 loss, Farragut with 1 loss, and Maryville with 1 loss. 4-way tie for first. Cleveland with 2 losses on the outside looking in. They need to beat Bearden tonight to stay alive in the hunt for the playoff. If they lose, they're done. They're out if they lose tonight. Bearden is still alive if they win. Then Bearden and Maryville will clash. Farragut and Bearden will clash the last game of the year, and Maryville and Bradley will clash right here at Jimmy Level Field.
Yeah, it's coming down to that final week, and there are a couple of things that are going to be cleared up tonight. In fact, as far as the 4 teams in the playoffs, the winner of this game right here will definitely punch their ticket into the playoffs. Maryville, with a win over Hardin Valley, will also join the 4 playoff contenders there. They are in with 3 wins. And Bearden could punch their ticket with a win over Cleveland. If Cleveland wins cross town, then they've taken a giant step toward making the playoffs because in 2 weeks they close it out with Hardin Valley. And knowing that, hey, all we've got to do is beat Hardin Valley and we're in the playoffs, guys, I don't see how you could not be but up for that ball game. So
it could be a trap game too, Bo. You can't overlook anybody.
The Bears need to win tonight, but it's even the loser of the game tonight between the Bears and Farragut is not out.
Right.
Let me emphasize that.
Yeah.
The winner is definitely in, so we need to win tonight because the only game we have left is Maryville, and Maryville's still Maryville. So
we do have the non-region game next Friday night at Ray County, but it will have no impact at all on the region standings, but it could have because one of the tiebreakers is most wins.
Yeah, and that is huge right there because Maryville already has lost twice. Thanks to Cleveland High School a couple of weeks ago. They lost to Alcoa. That's not a surprise, but they lost to Cleveland, and next week they have a non-region opponent named Knoxville West.
Yep.
And all in the World West has done this year is stay undefeated. They've been ranked number 1 in 5A. They're not a small school. They are the defending champs, are they not?
Powell is.
Powell is. Yep. Okay, Knox West is supposedly the best team in 5A, and they've stepped out of their region, and they already have wins over Farragut and Bearden, and they play Maryville next week. So they are willing to take on whoever. They have an outstanding ball club.
And Damon tell you, the man is tough as it. This is what we live for. He said, we want tough competition. We want to play the best. To measure where we're at as a team. And he loves this kind of game. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on everybody.
The feel of our last 3 games, even though Ray County is they have a non-Ray County looking record. I never thought they would be with one win at this point in the season back in August. They've had a great last 3 or 4 years run, and but for the Bears standpoint, the last 3 games of the season, Farragut, Ray County, and Maryville, and then the playoffs, has the feel for the first time of the old Super 32.
Yeah.
I mean, where you have good competition week after week after week, and it's a great feeling. I agree with Coach Floyd.
And this is really like a playoff game. You're playing for your playoff life tonight. And
Sure
it's just like Cleveland and Beard.
Yep.
If Cleveland lose, they're out of it. You know, they have 3 losses. They're out of it as far as the playoffs go. And let's bring Brian Grisham here and see if he can give us a up-to-the-minute weather report here. I don't see any rain clouds around, Brian.
Fellas, I'm just sitting down here smiling. I'm looking around. It is about 69 degrees at kickoff time on the Dale's Heating and Air weather report. Beautiful fall afternoon. I'm just been breathing football all day long, boys. I've drove around town on my school bus, and the leaves are changing, and it just reminds me of more football. And then I come in here and we talk playoff scenarios with Earl, and it ruined everything. Because it gave me a headache talking playoff scenarios. But I'm kidding, of course. I tell you what, fellas, one last thing. The forecast is just perfect. Going to be a beautiful night for football. There's a couple of seats left. If you're riding around out there with nothing to do, folks, come on over and see a good ball game tonight. Fellas, I didn't mention it to you, but because humility wouldn't let me mention it beforehand. I am playing hurt tonight. I have a foot injury, but I'm going to give it a go.
Oh, man.
I knew the sympathy would just pour out of the booth up there.
The walking wounded there.
But I'm going to give it a try.
Hey, keep gritting your teeth and toughing it out.
That's right, buddy.
All right.
And on a sad note, the Braves are losing 6-0, top of the 6th game in Philadelphia in Game 3 of the playoffs. 1 game apiece right now, so we need to, if we lose this, better rally tomorrow night. But I'd like to remind you about our good friends at Village Volkswagen. Locally owned, a proud sponsor of local sports. Take a test drive of the award-winning, locally made VW Atlas. VillageVW.com is a website where you can check out all their great models, see what kind of special deals they've got for you there. I also like to mention Dr. Gary Voitek, the Voitek Center for Orthopedic Care. No matter if it's a sports injury, a work injury, just an accident at home, Voitek Center has you covered. It's Dr. Voitek and his staff. You can visit them at Voitek.com. And it's getting into the cool time of the year, and people are turning on their heat. I may have to turn mine on sometime in December or January, but Dale's Heating and Air will have it ready for you if you need heat now. Call Dale's. And that's his website, justcalldales.com. We appreciate them so very much. And one final reminder about Tennessee Western University. With a brand new president who started in July, Dr. Tyler Forrest comes to UTC, where he's the Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration, as well as CFO there. And Earl, you ready to give us a lineup for Honda of Cleveland?
All right. I am.
Here
All
comes.
right, the Honda of Cleveland starting a lineup. We thank the folks down South Lee Highway at Honda of Cleveland every week for sponsoring our starting lineup. And here for the visiting Admirals from Farragut, I'm going to give you several.
Whenever you're ready.
To hold things here just a moment. I think we're about set to get the invocation, and we'll have the national anthem. So
keep reading, Earl. I don't think they're hardly ready for it yet.
Okay. All right. For the Farragut Admirals, here are some of the key players offensively that you'll hear Gary calling throughout the evening. First of all, they have a quarterback named Luke Johnson. He is a senior. He's 5'11", 165, and a
Dear Lord, we thank you for this day, and we thank you for each and everything that you have done for us. We thank you for a school where we can gather together and be able to watch a great football game. We ask that you will watch over each player and each coach as they play a good game of football tonight. And we just thank you for who you are and who we can be through you. We love you and praise your holy name. Amen.
It's Miss Gracie Rockhart.
And if you would remain standing
a
for
senior.
the national anthem.
And here's Callie Foley, a freshman, going to sing that national anthem for us.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet sway for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That is Miss Kelly Falling with beautiful voice, just a freshman here at Bradley Central High School, singing that national anthem for us. And the prayer, the student-led prayer, was Gracie Rocco here, who is a senior. And Earl, go ahead and continue.
All right. For the Farragut Admirals, the quarterback who will be directing the show, and he's had a great season already this year. After the first 7 games, he's completing 73% of his passes. They are averaging around 380 yards on offense as a team, and Luke Johnson directs that offense. He is 5'11", 165, and a senior. His top running back will be Elijah Gibbs. You've probably heard him from the last 2 years going into this, his senior year now. Elijah Gibbs is number 28. He's 5'8", 165, and he is averaging about 6.5 yards per carry. Great running back there in his senior year. A couple of other guys that you'll hear Gary a lot talking about. Number 35 is Wyatt Drummy. He's a junior, 5'11", 175. He'll be the backup running back, but he'll also get 9, 10, 11 carries per game. And then they have a third running back, Troy Lockhart, number 22, 5'10", 170. He's also a junior. Those 3 guys will be the individuals carrying the mail tonight. Who will Luke Johnson be throwing to? Well, he has 3 big targets. The main target is Ashton Auker, number 10. He is a senior. He's 5'10", 165 in that wide receiver core. He has a couple of juniors also that he'll be throwing the ball to. Number 5, Landis Davila, he's 6'2", 190, and Hank DeVault, number 4. He's also a senior. He's 5'10", 155. Now, there's one other guy that I want to talk about because you will hear this guy quite a bit. He is one of the top kickers in the nation. That's number 12, Reese Keeney from Farragut. He's a senior finally this year. He's 5'11", 170. Reese Keeney will do the kickoffs. He will kick extra points and field goals. He has had 2 years, Gary, perfect. He has not missed a field goal. He has not missed an extra point. He is averaging in his punting game about 43 yards per punt, and he's listed as the number 1 kicking prospect in the entire state of Tennessee, and last year was ranked number 7 in the nation. He might be in the top 5 nationally this year. That's Reese Keeney, number 12, outstanding kicker. And now for the starting lineup defensively for the Bradley Bears, trying to stop that high-powered Farragut offense. Familiar names at left end, number 9, Don Jones, 6'1", 200-pound senior. At the nose position, number 46, Eli Duncan, 5'11", 185, and a senior. At the other position up front, J.D. Kirkpatrick, number 30, 6'2", 220, and a senior. The linebacking core, Gage Anderson, one of the captains, number 1, 6'1", 220, a senior. Tito Williams, number 3, 6'1", 175, and a junior. Knox Watson, also a captain, number 2, 5'9", 190, and a senior. And filling in for the injured Rodney Williams, who is out for the season, we'll see various individuals, including A.J. Williams, number 28, 5'8", 180, a junior. Cannon Rehagen, number 45, 5'6", 145. And also Braxton Arthur, number 19, 6 foot 170, and a junior. In the secondary for the Bears, the 4 familiar faces: Marcus Goree, number 8, 6'1", 170, and a junior. His brother Mason Goree, number 5, 6'1", 165, a sophomore. Max Wilson, number 17, 5'11", 175, and a junior. And one of the guys who picked off a pass last week, Finn Mertens, number 7. He's a 6-footer, 170, and a senior. Gary?
And here come the Bears running through the band out onto the field as they'll take down the big banner. And Bradley's not dressed in gold tops, gold pants, white helmets, while the Admirals with their very familiar looking silver tops, silver pants, and those Dallas Cowboy look. It looks just like the Dallas Cowboys. And Brian Grisham, we're going down the field to him in a moment. He's going to have the coin toss. I'd like to bring that to you from the field every week when we can there. And we'll have that opportunity here again tonight. I'd like to remind you about Andrew Johnson Bank, helping friends with their business. 2 locations in Cleveland, downtown with the Monument, and on North Coy Street across from Walmart. That's Andrew Johnson Bank. Also, Capital Tire, Freddie and Tony down there on South Broad Street. See them for all your tire needs, oil changes, brakes. They do a lot of great work, and they've gotten a lot of my money through the years. George Gray up on Key Street, your All-State Insurance reps in Auto, Home, and Life, and let George take care of your needs up there. We appreciate all those great sponsors. And we're going to hold it right here because I think about ready to go down to the field for the coin toss as we get ready for Taziki's first quarter, and we'll wrap up our Food City pregame show here on the Talk 101.3 The Buzz. And boy, we're creeping ever so close to basketball season. It'll start next month, about halfway through the month of November. But hopefully we're playing a lot more football before that all happens.
Did you say the B word, Gary?
The B word, yep. I sure did.
Boy, it's right around the corner, isn't it?
It really is. We got B for basketball, B for baseball.
That's right.
And Damon Floyd and his crew on the sidelines here. I don't think we've had the black jerseys back on in a while, since way back early in the season. And let's see if the gold can bring us any luck here tonight.
You know, one thing, Gary, that in talking about the visiting Farragut Admirals, I've announced a lot of their key players. And the man who directs the show is one of the longtime coaches in East Tennessee, and that's Eddie Courtney. Coach Courtney is a class act, great friend of Coach Damon Floyd, but he is starting into now his 27th year as the head man at Farragut High School.
Let's go down to the field now. Brian Grisham on the sidelines there at midfield with the officials and the captains for Bradley, Tito Williams, Brody Morgan, Knox Watson.
As the captains march out to center field at the 50-yard line. For the Admirals, it's number 1, Jacob.
All right, guys.
45 quarter. Number 57,
y'all are captains. Y'all are voting as captains, so act like it, okay? If anything's happened, we're coming to y'all first, all right? Bradley, you're the home team.
The Bears.
We got a coin, heads, tails. Farragut, call the coin. Heads, tails, you call heads?
Yes, sir, heads.
It's called heads. If I drop it, we'll do it again. It is tails. You won the toss. First.
Bradley has won the toss.
All right, gentlemen, there you have it. We are ready for football. The Bears have won the toss and have decided to defer to the second half. Go Bears.
All right, let's take a quick 30-second break for Chattanooga Car Square. Back in 30 seconds with the kickoff here on the Buzz 101.3.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am.
Back here at Bradley Central on Talk 101.3 The Bus, where our game's supplied to you by Wholesale Supply. By the way, across the way, Cleveland High School kicking off at 7:30 as they host Beard in another huge Region 2 6A matchup. And Walker Valley, they're back. We didn't talk about them. They're at McMahon County tonight in the championship battle for the Region 4 5A.
Yeah, that ought to be a good one up there. at McMinn, but Walker Valley and McMinn already have defeated Ray County, and they're the undefeated teams. The winner of that Walker Valley McMinn game will be 3-0, and it's, like you said, for the championship tonight.
Back deep, Jordan Shepard, number 9, and number 10, Ashton Auker, for the Admirals. Grant Haney, who's had an excellent year. You talk about, he's 25 of 26 on PATs and 6 or 7 field goals, so he's had a great year as well.
He sure has.
He's a senior and great
and
kid.
Kicked a 42-yarder just, last week?
Last week.
Yep.
Third longest of all time for the Bears. Grant tees it up. Kicking left to right here on your radio dial. If you're joining us, glad to have you with us here. Download My Mix 104 app, and you can listen to any of our 3 games on all 3 of our stations. Grant is set, waiting for the official to blow the whistle to start this game. A huge, huge game for the Bears and the Admirals. Here comes his approach to the ball, and the high spinner is going to be taken at the 10, to the 15, 20, 25, 30, 34 before he's going to spin free and move across the 35, maybe to the 36, would be a 1st and 10 for the Admirals at that point. That was Jordan Shepard on the return there. I'm not sure who made the tackle for the Bears. Let's see, going to mark him officially. 36, yep, right at the 36-yard on the far sideline. The Admirals coming here to score a lot of points. The Bears scoring just about as many. And this is, it's just a tense feeling in the air because of what all this means here tonight. In the backfield will be his running back Elijah Gibbs with Johnson at quarterback. Gibbs is just a small guy, 165. But boy, he can get up and down the field. Out of the shotgun. They will fake it to Gibbs, throw it out in the flat. It's going to be complete to the 35, to the 40, to the 45.
Flags
and a flag.
Everywhere.
That may be on.
And that's Davila on the reception.
That's going to be motion, fellas.
Okay.
So what?
The side judge blew that.
Well, there's 2 different flags down here.
Oh. This may be a blocking back on number 10 here when he's blocking for the receiver. Was that a via that caught that, you say?
Yeah. Yeah, one of those 3 receivers is usually going to be catching the football on the pass. They've got 3 excellent receivers, DeVault, Davila, and Alker.
Talking to Damon, they had about a 5-yard gain of talking to Damon. Come to the sidelines, actually talk to him, see what he wants to do. Point out where the flag was dropped at the 40, holding on the Admirals, declined. Illegal procedure is going to be accepted. So it's a 5-yard mark-off. That would be the better mark-off for the Bears, making it 1st and 15 back at the 31-yard line. Well, they're going the wrong way, guys.
Yeah, they are.
Mark-offs against the Admirals.
Yep. Now they realize it.
Hello. Hello.
Well, it's still early in the season, fellas. They're working out the kinks.
Some of the calls we've seen this year, my goodness, nothing surprises you.
Now they're going the right direction. I knew they'd get it right.
That's an L&B Appliance.
I had all the faith in the world.
A penalty for L&B Appliance out there on Durkee Road, where they are big enough to know you or serve you and small enough to appreciate your business. That's L&B Appliance. Our good friends Josh Taylor and staff will take care of you. So 1st and 15 now, the first penalty of the night, right on the first play of the night, back to the Admiral 31. And we've been told they like to pass the ball. They got trips to the right side. In the backfield is Elijah. And he'll high snap. They'll hand off to the, throw it out in the flat. It's going to be complete. It's going to have the first down all the way out to the midfield mark. That was caught by Johnson to number 5. That's Landis Davila. So a 1st and 10 for the Admirals on the right side there. They'll put him down at the at the 48-yard line, still in Farragut territory. So that was a
17 yards.
Yeah, 31 to the 48. Trips to the left side this time. Single man wide right. And Gibbs in the backfield. They'll shift a man to the H-back position. Bradley showing a blitz. And off in the middle, it's going to be Gibbs. He's free. No.
Knocked down.
Pass incomplete. Somebody batted that one down there.
I think that was number 3.
Tito Williams.
Tito Williams.
2nd down and 10. And they've shown no signs of wanting to run the ball. Talked to some of the players this week, and they said they're going to throw it and throw it and throw it and throw it some more, and they're going to try the deep ball a lot. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Twins each side now. They look to the sidelines to change the play. You look at the team's defense, like Bradley's, and they're going to determine which way they want to run this play here. Gibbs in the backfield right behind his quarterback. Bradley switching the line around a lot. High snap again, hand off to a pass out in the flat's going to be complete, short of the first down. Third down and about 4 coming up as he gets to the Bradley 47.
That was DeVault.
Hank DeVault, another senior. They got a ton of seniors. I didn't get a chance to count them up, but they are loaded with seniors. So,
hey, Mr. Rowan.
Yes.
We talked about the 17 formations. That's 3. I want you to be counting up there.
Yeah.
Trips left side, single man right.
Time.
And the tailback Gibbs is way behind. He's 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to change the plays. He'll come up on the left hip now of Johnson. So on 3rd down and 5. Johnson back to pass, looking, has time, throws out in the flat. It's going to be complete, and he's going to have the first down, I believe, just at the 40-yard line for a 1st and 10 for the Admirals. Yep.
That's Ocker.
7-yard gainer for Ocker on the pass from Johnson.
So I said they've got 3 outstanding receivers. He's already used all 3.
So they're moving the ball on their first initial possession of the game. We'll be back on the air next Friday. We didn't even talk about Tennessee and Alabama tomorrow. 3:30. Here on Mix 104.1 and all the pregame shows and postgame shows that go with that wrapped around Tennessee football. Monster game for the Vols and for Alabama. Pass out in the flat's going to be complete in the flat. He's the 40 to 35, spins free to the 30 to the 25, still powering down the field and all the way down to the 24-yard line, a 16-yard gain and a 1st and 10 for the Admirals.
And that's a different receiver, too. That's Elijah Gibbs, their running back.
So I don't think they've ran the ball yet. Not a single run. And they're just rolling down the field on these passing plays. They're hitting that out in the flat, and we're playing soft out in the flat. Apparently a little too soft because they completed the pass, and then we're not able to hit him and take him down one-on-one. He'll put a man in motion right to left. He'll stop. Bradley shifting defensive line, and there's a flag on. Looks like
it's going to be against Farragut.
Yep. Procedure penalty. And Bradley jumping like that may have triggered that. Another L&B appliance penalty, the second of the game. Both of them 5-yarders. Both of them on the Admirals. We'll back them up 5. It's going to be 1st and 15 back at the 29-yard line. What a beautiful, beautiful night for homecoming. Can't wait to see the homecoming court and then the Queen crowned out of that group of nominees from the senior class here at Bradley Central. Now the officials come in. What are they talking about now? They've stopped play for a moment.
Uniform violation.
Yeah, that's that old knee-high rule right there.
Oh, it rears its ugly head.
Boy, they just won't let that go. And Collins, they don't care. You can have them up in your thigh bone if you want to. So the Admirals set, twins each side. Johnson looking to the sideline. Gibbs behind him in the tailback position. Now he'll move up into a halfback position. Out of the shotgun, as always. They're going to throw the ball here on 1st and 15. You can count on it, I'm guessing. And, of course, they'll hand off to Gibbs, and he'll burst through. He's got the touchdown. He's got it.
Man.
29-yard run and score for Elijah Gibbs, number 28. He is fast. And they'll break the ice at 9:14 in the first. 6-0 the Admirals over the Bears. With the PAT coming up, and that'll be Reese Keeney. Keeney, K-E-E-N-E-Y, Keeney, 5'11", 170-pound senior who does all the kicking for them. He's at least the starting kicker or the number 1 kicker. And they'll try to kick from the 10, make it 7-0 at 9:14 here in the first quarter play. There's the kick. It is up, and it is good. 7-0 after a Tennessee Valley Rogers touchdown. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the kickoff here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
Back here at Bradley Center, getting ready for Bradley to take possession on the first set they've got today after the Admirals drive it all the way down the field. And how long a drive was that, Earl?
64 yards, 6 plays. Elijah Gibbs, the final 29 yards. And, of course, Reese Keeney for the extra point.
And here's Keeney going to kick off. Back deep to the Bears. They've got the same 3 as always back there. Here comes the approach to the ball. His kick. Be a high spinner into the end zone, and they'll not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line where the Bears will take over 1st down and 10 with 9:14 to go in the first period of play. What was the drive there? How many plays?
64 yards in 6 plays.
6 plays, 64 yards. Ooh,
and you'll see a lot of that according to what I have been told, what I have read. Reese Keeney kicks about 75% of his kicks into the end zone or out of the end zone.
We've seen a lot of really good kickers this year, like Mullis from McMinn County, who can boom that thing. He's a D1 punter. And here come the Bears with J. Allen Terry back in the backfield behind quarterback Damaris Ballard. Bradley twins each side now. And they run out of the shotgun every play, almost exclusively. They'll shift Knox Watts to the H-back. And it'll be a handoff inside to J. Allen Terry. He's got a couple of yards to the 22. It's going to be second down and 8 for the Bears at the Bear 22-yard line. 7-0 Admirals here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. From Ray County next Friday and back here in the regular season finale against Maryville, the Rebels, who have 1 loss in the region, 2 losses overall this year. Bears with 1 loss, period, and that was to Bearden. Twins left side, single man right for the Bears now. Ballard has the catch. Those out in the flat's going to be overthrown, incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Tito Williams was the intended receiver, just overshot him. He was guarded by number 23, John Duncan.
Ran his pass route well. He went down, stopped, came back a couple of yards, was wide open, and Damaris just overshot him.
Yep. Brady will line up with Twins to the right side this time. So they'll look to the sideline, get the play signal in by Coach Burkhart. Now they got Twins on the left side and right. On 3rd and 8 with 8:38 to go here. Clock stop with the incompletion. Man in motion right to left. That's Jarius Rogers. Pass out in the flat's going to be complete and then brought down immediately for a loss is J. Allen Terry. Back to the 17 or 18, I guess we'll call it.
I counted that a pass.
4-yard loss. Yeah, it's a pass. 4-yard loss.
It was a lateral, fellas.
You sure?
Yep.
It looked like a forward pass from here. Earl can call it whatever he wants to call it.
That's right. Earl's in charge.
Joe, what have you got?
If you're standing here looking at it.
Skylar Perkle back to punt for the Bears. He's done a great job this year, filling in for Jackson Wilson and back deep to receive. Looks like number 20. Jay Smiley. No, number 10. That's going to be Ashton Alker. And, it's a fake. Here's a pass in the flat. It's going to be incomplete. Bradley loves these fake punts. So now, boy, they've set the Admirals up to the 18-yard line in Bear territory with the incomplete pass on the fake punt. Somebody went the wrong way that time. I believe the receiver went the wrong way.
Well, he just stopped, fellas. He didn't keep going.
Yep. We've pulled off a few fake punts successfully, but that one did not work, and the Admirals sitting right up at the Bear 18-yard line. They already lead at 7-0 at 7:53 here in the first quarter play. Johnson Gibbs in the backfield. 3 men out left. That wide receiver for the Admirals. They may go for the kill right here, the jugular, as they say. Man in motion left to right. Bradley switching their defensive line again. And it'll be a handoff to Gibbs in the middle. He's got yardage down across the 20, across the 15 actually, to the 13. A gain of 6, second down and 4 coming up for the Admirals. 2nd and 4. As Elijah Gibbs on the carry. Homecoming night here at Bradley Central. Boy, this season is rapidly coming to an end for the regular season. Everybody hopes to be alive for the playoffs. Tight formation this time. Gibbs behind quarterback. Quarterback will keep it, and he'll have a first down inside the 10 to the 5. Is still spinning free. And they'll mark him down, I think, just outside the 5-yard line for a first and goal for the Admirals. As quarterback Johnson carried it from the 13-5, an 8-yard gain for Johnson.
Yeah, he looked good on that one. He's known for his passing, his arm, but boy, he showed he has some running ability right there.
Just outside the 5-yard line, closer to the 5 than the 6. We'll call it the 5. 7-0 Admirals with 6:48 in the first quarter of play. Bears gamble. The old riverboat gamble, and you lose it. So what do? Sometimes you pay the price for that. Johnson with Gibbs way behind him now at tailback. And they'll hand it to Gibbs. He'll go to the right side. He's going to be hit. Gets free from a couple of guys, but then he's pulled out at the 5 for a very short gain. Maybe a half a yard, if that far. going to be second and goal at the 5 with 6:22 now in the first quarter play. 7-0 Admirals.
No gain.
Yep, ball's right back where it was. Bradley switching out 3 defenders. Get a different look on the front there. We have updates on Cleveland and Bearden later tonight. They will kick off to 7:30, so it's a few minutes before they kick off. Walker Valley McMinn, a 7:30 kickoff from McMinn County. Here come the Admirals. 5:52 in the period. Second down 5. Second and goal from the 5. And it'll be a handoff to Gibbs. He'll try to hit the middle. He will, and he will be brought down about the 3-yard line. Going to be third and goal.
And that tackle was made by number 30, J.D. Kirkpatrick.
He's had a good year. So third and goal. Bradley would settle for holding them and make them kick a field goal.
Yeah.
Man, you don't want to fall 2 touchdowns behind in the first quarter. 5:23. So the gamble on the Bears part did not pan out. Now a tight formation under center.
Gibbs. That's a great play right there for the Bears.
Knox Watson.
Yep.
Welcome to Bearville.
A loss on the play.
Back to the 5. 2-yard loss. Fourth and goal. Here comes the kicking team, so we'll take that.
Yep, the defense stiffened right there.
Yep.
Great stand.
I believe Knox Watson nailed him. They're going to kick it from the 12. Looks like, 12-yard line, 22-yard kick coming up for Keeney. Reese Keeney. I'd like to know where he's going to play college ball, because he is definitely going to play it. Here's the kick. That kick is way high up around the flagpole, and it's good. Timeout on the field at 4:39. 10-0. The Admirals over the Bears. Back in 30 seconds with another Admiral kickoff.
I was told the place I was looking for didn't exist.
A place that could refine my raw talents into something greater.
Where I could ask big questions about my faith, not settling for easy answers.
And I could risk what's comfortable in pursuit of my dream.
To join with others, find my voice, and change the world.
I was told that place didn't exist.
Then I found Lee.
At Whirlpool, we don't know how leaving the house.
Back here at Bradley Central, the Admirals want to kick off again. Keeney put his last one into the end zone. Bradley brought out the 20, ran a couple, 3 plays, and on 4th down, tried the fake punt, which was unsuccessful. Set the Admirals up at the Bear 18. They did get a field goal, but we'll take a field goal rather than
that was a
touchdown.
good defensive stand right there by the Bear, and they needed that. 10-0 is a lot better than 14-0.
Here's a line drive. Will be returned from the 5 to the 10 to the 15 to trying to dance around outside, trying to get out to the 20. He's not going to make it. He's going to be brought down about the 17 or 18 for the Bears, and I believe that was Marcus Goree.
Yep, you're right.
Goree on the return to the Bear 18, where they'll take over first down and 10 again for their second possession of the game. The first one, it has sort of been a disaster on a fake punt. With 4:31 in the Taziki's first quarter play, the Bears will see what they can do on their second possession here. Jalen Terry in the backfield with Ballard. Twins left side. The snap. Pass out in the flat's going to be complete. No, man, I thought he had it.
That's Tito.
Tito, boy, he had it right in his breadbasket, and it was knocked out of there. So it's going to be second down and 10. Pass would have been an easy first down out to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that would have been a nice gain right there, and he had it until he started to turn and hit the turf and lost possession.
Second down and 10 for the Bears at this point. Twins either side now. Empty backfield for the Bears. Ballard has them set, puts a man in motion. That's Jalen Terry right to left, and then Ballard keeps himself. He's going to have the 1st and 10 for the Bears out across the 30. No, correction, I'm sorry. 25. He's got to get to the 30. To the 26-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and...
He picked up 8 on that one.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of yards to go.
Yep. Nice run for Ballard. They need to get a first here and get up under the goalpost and move the ball down the field, trailing at 10-0 to the Admirals. Jay Allen Terry will stay in the backfield this time. Twins each side for the Bears. The snap. Oh, they bobble it, and Jalen Terry's going to pick it up, but boy, the bobble messed him up, and he's going to be sacked for a loss.
Got it back out to the 22 at least.
4-yard loss for the Bears on a bad snap. It wasn't a bad snap. It was just bobbled by Ballard. So on 4th down and about 6 to go, they're going to punt it away, and I think we'll probably punt it this time.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Back deep is Ashton Walker, about the Admiral 45. Skylar Perkle, who threw that last pass, had a man open there, and I'm not sure if he threw the wrong spot, if the receiver went to the wrong spot. You never know. Here's a snap. It's a good snap. Nice punt. It's going to be running up and taking it to 49, 45 to 40, 35, 30. And he's going to be ran out of bounds on the far side at about the 30-yard line in Bear territory. So the Admirals once again enjoying great field position at the Bear, just outside the 30, it looks like.
And that was Ashton Walker.
Yep, Walker on the return.
We got a flag.
Oh, well, good. Maybe will help us out here.
Yeah, we'll take that flag.
Where's the flag at? Way back downfield?
Midfield. Well, they must have picked it up. I saw him throw it.
31.
He picked it up.
Yep. On 1st and 10 with trips to the left side. Johnson back pass. The flat's going to be complete. Once again, down to the 30, trying to cut back, and we'll move it down to the 28. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 coming up. That was Gibbs on the catch, was 28?
Landon Collins.
Oh, Collins. 24, Landon Collins on the catch. 2nd down and 7 to go. 2:40 to go in the period. 10-0 Admirals over the Bears. Farragut looking to the sidelines again. All these players wear these things on their arms, which is access to the plays, and they can just call a number in or tell them what number. They can look at their wristband, I guess is what you call it. And now they go into a huddle. The play clock for Bradley Concrete is at 20 seconds. They got plenty of time to get this off. Twins right, single man left. Gives in the backfield Johnson. And he will fake the handoff, go across the middle, down the field. It's going to be...
That's good defense by Knox.
Incomplete.
Knox Watson.
It's going to be 3rd down and 7 to go. He had him stride for stride down the field there. 3rd and the Bears really need to stop them right here, not give them any more points of any kind. That'll stop the clock at 2:12 in the first quarter of play. Been a fun year here. 6-1 record for the Bears right now through 7 games. The one loss to Bearden a couple of weeks back. We've got a game at Ray next Friday, a non-region encounter, and then they've got the Maryville game here 2 weeks from tonight right here. That will be the region finale. Johnson back, looking left. Boy, oh, mercy was he hit. He was flattened.
And
pass is complete. At the 18-yard line, it's going to be a pickup of about 10, a 1st and 10.
And that's to Davila.
For the Admirals. Down to the, where are they going to mark the 18? Yeah. Right at the 18-yard line with 2:04 to go now. Boy, he was flattened by someone who come through the line just as he released the ball.
It's number 9.
Don Jones. Admiral said again, trips to the right side this time. Nobody left. Johnson will hand it to Gibbs, and Gibbs will have yardage. Boy, he is sneaky and hard to get down. I think he bobbled the ball there, but he's down to the 14-yard line.
Tackle by Don Jones.
Going to be 1st or 2nd down and 6 to go after a 4-yard gain for Gibbs. Just inside the Bear 20-yard line with 1:22 to go in the quarter now. This, Damon said earlier this week, this is probably the best team we have seen this year, or overall, offense, defense, special teams. They've just got it all right now. Trips again to the right side, single man left for the Admirals. Johnson with the ball. Fakes it, keeps it to himself. He's going to run to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He's going to take it into the end zone. No, he's not. He's going to be short by just a yard or so at the 2, I believe. Knox Watson on the tackle, I believe, at the 2-yard line.
I think you're right.
Yep. Right at the 2, where it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Admirals, who already lead at 10-0 with 58.6 to go in the period. They are just manhandling Bradley right now. This play calling is just killing the Bears. And they've had 2 weeks off to prepare for this, so they're probably throwing things at the Bears they weren't expecting to see.
Yep, and that's a big factor. All of these multiple offenses that you've got to prepare for, and then you see something new.
Yeah. Yep. So here they go under center this time. Johnson is with Gibbs at tailback. And he will hand it to Gibbs, who'll hit the middle, and he'll be losing yardage back to the 5. And that's going to be
number 1 and 2, I think.
Gage Anderson and Knox Watson. Second and goal now from the 5 after they lose 3 on the play. Bradley again switching out defenders. They stopped them once down here at this point. They need to stop them again. They trail at 10-0 here in the first quarter. Game clock's at 30 seconds. Admirals in no hurry to move the ball up there or get back to the line of scrimmage. Here they are now, out of the shotgun again, though. And Johnson back to pass, looking right, throwing right out, and the flat's going to be complete. And touchdown, the Admirals.
24.
That's going to be Landon Collins, number 24, for the catch. With 14 seconds to go in the first quarter, Admirals in a big way, 16-0 for the Bears with the extra point coming up. Landon Collins on the catch. Their passing attack is formidable, to say the least. Reese Keeney, trying to keep his unblemished mark alive, and he does it with a high booming kick, and it's 17-0. The Admirals with 14.0 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll take a quick 30-second break, come back with another Admiral kickoff here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, where all your games supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll return in 30 seconds.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
At Whirlpool, we don't know how leaving the house less can make you need to eat more, or why the inside of the fridge is just so interesting. But we do know how to make appliances you can trust, day after day after day after day.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland.
Back here at Bradley Center for yet another Admiral kickoff. They lead 17-0. Just we're told that Cleveland leading Bearden 10-7, and they must have started that game at 7. I thought it was 7:30 start. And here comes the approach by Keeney. Another kick is going to go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. Boy, that is a weapon and a half when you can get no return.
That last drive, a short drive, 31 yards, 7 plays. And the pass for the touchdown, Luke Johnson to Collins, 5 yards. PAT, of course, right through the uprights by Reese Keeney.
Boy, the Bears have ran every play behind their 30-yard line, I believe. This will be their third possession.
They've played in the last 30 yards, 35 yards on the Bear end consistently.
So the Bears have got to get some offense cooking here. Only 14 seconds to go here in the period. This is probably the final play of the first quarter, which is brought to you by Tzatziki's. And an empty backfield for the Bears. Twins each side. Nope, no, I'm sorry. They got Jalen Terry back there. Battle was up under center. I didn't see him. He's at shotgun now. He's back to pass. He's looking. He's throwing out in the flat. It's going to be overthrown. Incomplete. It's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 for the Bears with 9.7. I've got my voice is acting up on me tonight, folks. I apologize for that. But 9.7 seconds to go here in the period. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bears. I'd like to give a shout out tonight to my lovely wife, Norma, who's celebrating a birthday today. We won't talk about how old she is, but she says I should be home with her, not at some stupid football game.
39, 41, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Here's Jalen Terry going to the left side. He's going to have 5. He's going to have right at the first down marker. He tears that down. And let's see, did he get to the 30? It looks like they're going to mark him just shy. Maybe just shy. Nope. I believe they're going to, yep, he's going to be shy by a yard. And trips to the right side. Bears desperately need a first down here with 4.2 seconds to go. Out of bounds play there, stop the clock. Here's Jalen Terry, and he will not get the first down. And it's going to be 4th down again, and that'll end the first quarter play here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We'll take a 1-minute timeout here as we wrap up Tzatziki's first quarter, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
My thoughts are with you, holding hands with your heart. See you, only blue dog can love you. Remember how the new love love was here to stay. Now December, now the love we shared in September. Only blue talking love you remember. New love we shared today.
Official as he steps up, and he steps back away as we start the first play of the second quarter. The Bears out of the shotgun, desperately leading the first down. Here's a snap to Ballard, and we will get the first down to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. And Jay Allen Terry just lowers his head out to the 40. No, it's Mullis, Simon Mullis, to the 41-yard line. So from the 29, a 12-yard gain, and a Bear first down for Cleveland Ford.
And Simon looked good right there. He had a great big hole right just virtually up the middle.
We needed that first down. Twins left side for the Bears. Hand off to Simon again. He'll go to the right side, or the left side. He'll have gain from the 41 to the 47. A good 6-yard pickup. Second down and 4 coming up. Maybe he's the spark we needed.
Boy, he's looked good the last 2.
Bears once again at the line of scrimmage out of the shotgun. Ballard jumps back, trips to the double man to the left side, and here's Mullis again into the middle. He'll have
it was
a couple of yards to the 49.
Nobody saw that.
It's going to be third down and about 2 to go.
Mullis for the third time.
Bears need this first down here. Simon running hard at the Bear 49. They've got to get to the Admiral 49. Trips to the right side. Ballard hands to Simon again. No, it pass across the middle. Incomplete.
Oh, they had 2 right there.
It's going to be fourth down, so I'd say the Bears are going to punt it away here. Yep, here comes the punt team. So on 4th and 2, they'll punt it away. On 4th and 1, they went for it and got it. Earlier, they went for it on 4th down on a fake punt.
Rogers, Gary, and Knox Watson in the same area, but both of them were open there momentarily.
So at 10:47 to go in the half now. Skylar Perkle back to punt. Oh, it's a fake. The Bears, and the short man has it. That's Tito Williams. He's to the 40, 35, down to the 30, and another fake on 4th down. And first and 10 for the Bears at the Admiral 29, and they found a spark of energy here.
At the 30.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, fellas, punt it. Try a fake punt again.
That's the third time we've gone for it on 4th down.
Wow.
I'm sorry I didn't call that one. Man. 4th and 1, and Tito Williams takes it for 21.
Marking down at the 30-yard line where the Bears will have it first and 10 with 10:19 to go, trailing at 17-0. Admirals come out, first drive, Bradley went for it on 4th on a punt, a fake punt, didn't get it, set them up for a field goal, and then they took another drive on a short field, 31 yards for another score. Ballard, barking signals, hands it off into the middle. He's going to have 5, he's going to 6, 7, 8, 9 yards down across the 25 to the 23, Jay Allen Terry on a nice.
Yep, that was a nice run by Jay Allen.
From the 30 to the 23, gain of 7, second down and 3. So the Bears beginning to show some signs of being alive offensively now. 9:42 in the half. Twins right, single man left for the Bears. Ballard hands it off into the middle. He's got 5. He's got 10. He's down to across the 20, across the 25, down to the 12-yard line for a first and 10 for the Bears, and Cleveland Ford from the 23
to the 12.
11-yard gain. That's Jalen Terry on the carry there. And they've done something. That offensive line now is opening some holes. So obviously, they've made some adjustments here against the Admirals' defensive line, because we were getting nothing earlier. Same set as the last play. Handoff in the middle will be down to about the 10.
Back to J. Allen Terry, tackled.
J. Allen Terry give him a 2 yard, 2nd down and 8 coming up at the Farragut 10-yard line.
Terry still managed to get a couple of yards out of the play to the 10. 2nd down and 8.
Ballard looking to the sidelines, waiting on the play to be signaled in.
Bears can get a first down.
In the backfield is J. Allen Terry. Twins right. And here is a bobble on the ball. Ballard stuck it in the belly, pulled it back out. It falls forward. It gains maybe a yard to the 9. 3rd down. And it's a short 8, long 7.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
At about the 9-yard line. Just inside the 10, actually, I guess. Bears really need to get a touchdown here if they can, though. Clock's at 8:07 here in the half now. 17-0. Farragut on top of the Bears. Here we go. A big play for the Bears on 3rd and 7. Man in motion. Ballard.
That's
giving it to
that's Rogers.
Rogers, and he will not get the first. He'll be brought down. Short game, maybe to the 8 or 9. It's going to be 4th and long.
Field goal time.
We're going to try a field goal, I believe, here.
No, that was Rogers, definitely.
And with 7:35 to go, it'll be a 25-yard field goal. Attempt for Grant Haney, who is 6 of 7 this year in field goals. Seth Adams a snapper, Taylor Dugan the holder. Here's the place down. That kick is up. It's plenty high enough. And that kick is good. So it's 7:15 to go in the first half of play now. It's the Admirals 17. The Bears on the board with 3 points. 17-3. Farragut over the Bears. Back in 30 seconds with a Bear kickoff.
I am Cleveland Ford.
Back here at Brandon Center, the Bears finally get on the board at 7:15 to go in the first half of play, trailing at 17-3 now. A 25-yard field goal by Grant Haney, who's now successful in 7 of 8 this season. I think that ties him for the season record for most field goals in a season. And Earl, what kind of drive we have there?
Well, let's see. We started at the 29.
Wasn't a long one then.
No, at the 20. And drove to the 8, so it was a long drive. What's that, 30 plus 42, 72 yards?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
We drove the field, yeah.
We drove almost the length of the field and settled for the 25-yard field goal by Grant Haney.
Haney preparing to kick off for the Bears at 7:15 in the half. Here's his approach. His kick is a high spinner. That'll be taken at the 20-yard line to the 25, to the near the 30 points brought down. Probably the 31 will be a 1st and 10 for the Adams, right at the Admiral 31-yard line.
Landon Collins on that return.
Tennessee football tomorrow, 3:30 kickoff on CBS on television and on Mix 104.1 on radio. Huge game. Can't overstate the importance of that. In
Be a great atmosphere in Knoxville, too.
Top 6 matchup there for the Bears in the Tide. First time ever they've both been unbeaten and ranked that high when they played on the 3rd Saturday in October. Here come the Admirals. Trips to the left side. Johnson gives in the backfield with him. He'll switch him right to the left side. Bradley's changing their defense as well. Hand off to Gibbs, and he will be gaining a yard or 2, and that's about it. From the 31 to the 33, let's give him 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 coming up. That's 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter of play, or second quarter.
The Bears, that was Tito Williams and Don Jones collaborating on a tackle.
Don, a senior, Tito, a junior.
Yeah, I know. He had to shift out.
2nd down and 8.
We don't have anybody down.
Bears need to stop him here and get the ball back. They're going to change the play from the sidelines again. Trips left side for the Admirals. John steps up, tells his lineman the new call, the new play. Bradley again switching defense. Boy, they're switching a lot every play just about. Back goes Johnson to pass out in the flat. It's going to be incomplete. He had it in his hands. A little too hard. Maybe went on through him intended that time for number 4. That is Hank DeVault. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Well, pass rush, and that Admirals offensive line is like a concrete wall.
6:26 clock stopped with incomplete pass. Bears would love to hold him right here and get the ball back. They'll have the ball coming out second half, by the way, after the homecoming festivities on a gorgeous night for football. You couldn't order a more perfect night weather-wise. Now, time's going to be called by the Bears. That's one of the Bear coaches standing by us up here, saw something that did not like the matchup, and they'll call time. And we'll take one for Taziki's here on Talk 101.3. Back in 1 minute with more live coverage. 6:26 and a half, 17-3, the Admirals over the Bears.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
On 3rd and 8, Johnson back. He's sack! Don Jones on the sack for the Bears. No, it's not Jones. It's number 1. That's Gage Anderson. Gage Anderson. And it's going to be 4th and 17 after a 9-yard loss on the sack. So I think we found new life in the Bears with 6:02 to go in the
that
half.
was a nice
clock
sack
running.
right there. 8-yard loss, Gary, on that play.
He had a lot of time, then it broke down to back deep Jarius Rogers for the Bears. And let's see how far Keeney can punt this thing. Maybe we'll get a good return here if he can punt it. We've had some kicks we can't return because they're not long enough to get under it. And let's see what we got coming up here. Keeney set to go. Here's a snap. It's a good snap. He got it away. Here's a kick. It's sort of a low line drive. It's going to be taken by Jarius at the 32-35, and there is...
It's still going.
Oh, it's still going. 35 to the 40, the 45. And run out of bounds at about the 47, maybe. I thought this penalty was not. They throw the ball down at the point of when the possession changes, and he'll go back and pick that up. But so the Bears. Did he throw a flag out there?
No, that's a marker.
Yeah, that's what I thought that was. That's what I thought. It wasn't a flag. So the Bears have it at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 in their territory with 5:26 to go in the half, 17-3. And the Bears really would love to cash in right here and move the ball down the field. Jarius is very deceitful. He's very fast. They give you that old limp leg and pull away from you, and then before you know it, he's got 5 or 10 more yards. Bears set to go. He's got twins out here, single man out right. Jalen Terry in the backfield with Ballard. He takes a snap, hands to Jay Allen. He's trying to get right. He will get a free point. He's got 5. He's got close to 10 for a first down. He was hit.
I'll mark him out of bounds.
To 47 in Admiral territory.
Couple of yards shy.
Gain of 8, 2nd down and 2 coming up for the Bears on a nice play. Taylor Dugan checking out for the Bears. Tito Williams checks in for the Bears at wide receiver on the left side here. And on 2nd down and 2. Be nice to extend this drive, get down the field and score because we'll have the ball coming out the second half. On the far sideline now. Far hash mark. Man motion right to left. And they will hand off to him and he will not get it. He will lose. They see that jet sweep coming. Rogers back to the 49. So he'll lose a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Yep, I think they've sniffed that one out, seen it a lot. That has not worked at all tonight on that jet sweep. I think that's what we call that one. So on 3rd and 4, the Bears may be in 2-down territory if they don't take a big loss or hit a penalty here. Ballard continues out of the shotgun. He'll drop back, looking left, throwing out in the flat left. It's going to be complete to Jairus Rogers. Boy, he is creamed.
Time he started downfield.
2-yard gain to the 48. It's going to be 4th and 2. Brad's going to punt it away. I'm not going to gamble here. Skylar Perkle. They'll snap from the Admiral 48 with 4:20 to go here in the half. Perkle back about his 35 or so. We'll kick it. And back deep is Ashton Ocker. Timeout for Farragut, and we'll take a timeout with them here on behalf of Tzatziki's. Back in 1 minute, 4:09 in the half, 17-3. The Admirals lead the Bears. Back in 60.
I was told the place I was looking for didn't exist.
A place that could refine my raw talents into something greater.
Where I could ask big questions about my faith, not settling for easy answers.
And I could risk what's comfortable in pursuit of my dream.
To join with others, find my voice, and change the world.
I was told that place didn't exist.
Then I found Lee.
At Whirlpool, we don't know how leaving the house less can make you need to eat more, or why the inside of the fridge is just so interesting. But we do know how to make appliances you can trust, day after day, after day, after day.
Hi.
By Skylar Perkle from the 47 to the 12-yard line. That's going to be about 38 and 3, about 41-yard punt. And with 3:56 in the half now, the Admirals will have it 1st and 10 at their 12-yard line. After that first quarter, in the first half of that first quarter, the Bears have played much better defensively and began to move the ball some on offense. Johnson at quarterback continues there with Elijah Gibbs at the running back. Twins left side, twins right side for the Admirals. Man motion right to left. Bradley poised to jump. And here's a handoff to Gibbs in the middle. He's going to have some yardage.
Knox Watson
he has brought down at a 13, maybe a yard.
Elijah Gibbs on the carry.
2nd down and 9 after a 1-yard gain by Gibbs. Coming up halftime on our Southland Finance halftime show, we'll have the homecoming presentation. And we'll also have Earl's stats for Remember Me. But most importantly, we'll have our Pizza Hut trivia questions. So you want to stick around for that. See who can win that large pizza tonight. Pretty simple, easy question, I think. And here come the Admirals. 2nd and 9, 3:21 to go. Back goes Johnson, looking under pressure. Now he's going to be sacked.
Yeah,
sacked. Oh, he got free, but he still sacked it to 5. 8-yard sack. Gage Anderson, who was injured, missed a few games. Boy, he's back now. And 3rd down, and goodness gracious.
They got him at the
17 to go, looks like. They got to get to 23. Yeah, 3rd and 17 now with 2:57. The Bears have 2 timeouts left, so they may, if they don't get the first down on here, 3rd down play, they're probably going to call time, try to save some time. 2:45, the clock is running here in the half. 17-3 Admirals over the Bears. Johnstein right at his 1-yard line now. He's back to pass. He's looking in the end zone. He's back, looking, steps up, throws out in the flat. It's going to be complete to the 15, to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and about 3 or 4 to go, depending on the spot.
Number 4, Hank Duvall. He's tackled by Knoxville.
And it'll be a 4th down, and time is called by who? The Bears will take their 2nd time out of the half. And we'll take one again here on Talk 101.3 for Tzatziki's. 2:23 to go. Let's take a 30-second timeout. A 30-second timeout and be back with the 4th down play.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter pounder burger made for you right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Beerthal.
And here we
General
go,
Manager,
4th down and 2
Cleveland.
coming up for the Admirals at their 20-yard line with 2:23 to go here in the first half. And apparently the Bears will get the ball back as Keeney drops back to punt. Jarius Rogers back to receive for the Bears. Keeney standing about his 5-yard line.
A lot. He's going to stand at the 35.
He lines up deep anyway for everybody because he wants to run up and get on the run. Let's see what Keeney's going to do here. Here's the snap. It's a good one. Gets his boot away. Oh, it's a bad boot. It's not a good
kick at all.
But it takes it out of bounds at the Bear 40. Wow, 48-yard line.
He's disgusted with himself. Look at him.
32-yard punt. That's not like Keeney, but boy, the Bears will take out.
Very uncharacteristic kick. He's averaging 43 yards, and his first one was 43 yards. That one only 32 yards.
Yep, 32 yards. So with 2:17 to go and 1 timeout remaining, the Bears trail at 17-3. They have the ball at their 48-yard line. And boy, would it be great. Brian down there, we got halftime. I mean, homecoming can make halftime, but the Bears could really, really use another score right here.
I tell you what, fellas, a couple of defensive stops or the Bears really, really could use some points right here.
Yeah. The defense has played really good after that first flurry there in the first quarter. Trips to the right side for the Bears. Ballard back, looking right. Little screen pass middle is going to be complete to midfield. To the 45, it's going to be Jalen Terry down to the 46. So a gain of 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Bears with 2:05, and the clock is running now. Bradley Quick in their hurry-up offense now from the 46-yard line. I'm sure they've called a couple of these plays during that last timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining. Trips again to the right side for the Bears. Ballard hands it off to Jalen Terry here at the middle. He's going to the 45 and falls forward to the 42. I believe he's got the first down for the Bears. Yep, they'll stop the clock to move the sticks. So that will stop him momentarily, but he didn't get out of bounds with 1:44 to go. 1st and 10 for the Bears, and Cleveland forward after Jalen Terry gets the first down. He actually got tripped up without being hit, I believe. Bears are going to go long here in a minute. You just count on it. Ballard set, back. Keeps it himself. He's down across the 40, the 35 to the 34. And he'll have a good gain from the 41. 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3.
34-yard line.
Yep, 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard pickup. 1:13, clock running. Bears going to keep that timeout in their back pocket till they just have to have it. Ballard back, looking left, throwing left. It's going to be complete. And he caught it, yes, and he's out of bounds for a 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Admiral 26-yard line. So a gain of 8 on the pass to Tito. 1st and 10 for the Bears, and Cleveland forward. The Bears begin to get in formation over there on the far side of the field for the homecoming festivities tonight. Farragut didn't bring their band, of course.
Out of bounds, stops the clock at 59 seconds to go.
With 59 seconds to go. Ballard set. He will fake it. Pass across the middle is going to be complete down to the 10.
Good
and I believe he's got it. Yes.
Really good catch by Tito Williams.
Tito down to the 10-yard line, 1st and go for the Bears at that point. And the defender was really highly perturbed. I'm thinking himself there.
I don't know how he thought that was a no catch.
I think he thought he should have had it.
Yeah.
Man in motion. Ballard to the right, and they fumble the ball. Now picking up is Jalen Terry. He's going to be brought down.
Rogers.
Rogers with 32 seconds to go. Bears will burn their last timeout here. The ball's going to be at 9 or 10. Let's see where they put it down at. Right at the 10. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 10-yard line, and they will take their last time. And let's take just a quick 30 here. A quick 30-second timeout from Taziki's in the Target Mall here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We'll be back just 1/2 minute.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Beerthal, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Back here at Bradley Central on second down and goal for the Bears at the Admiral 10-yard line with 31.5 to go. The Bears have burnt their last time out, and they're going to pass the ball. You can count on that. They're not going to be running
just about have to pass it. They're in passing territory and no timeouts left with only 31 seconds to go in the half, and they desperately need to put a touchdown on. Field goals, okay, but hey, need
here
a
we go
touchdown.
in the Kia of Cleveland drive zone. Brad will take a long time to get the play in. Play clock's at 10. Got plenty of time there. Now they're going to change the play one more time. Play clock's at 5. Ballard hops back quickly into position. The snap. He drops the ball again. And they got it.
They've got it.
The Admirals got it. I think he's trying to take off before he gathers it in. So the Admirals, boy, they avoid a possible score for the Bears there in a big, big way with 26.4 to go in the half now, as they'll take possession at their 15-yard line after the fumble.
Golden opportunity gone by the boards, fellas.
Well, he's had trouble tonight with that.
That one just hit him in the shoulder pads.
Yeah. Wow. So the Admirals, you know what they'll do. 17-3 lead, 26.4 to go. They're going to just take a knee probably, I think. But you can gamble. Get up 14 points on the road. Twins each side for the Admirals. Johnson back to pass. Yeah, they're going to throw the ball. Across the middle, it's going to be incomplete second down. Clock stopped at 21.2. Villa on the attempt reception. Halftime, we'll have a mic down here for the presentation of the homecoming festivities with the young ladies being introduced. You hear all their accolades. Trips to the right side for the Admirals. Brad's a man short over here defensively. They're just going to play soft here and protect. Pass out the flat's going to be completed back about the 10 and then be pulled down about the 21-yard lines for a 6-yard gain. And that's Colin. I guess he didn't get out of bounds. So the clock's at 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's going to run out here the first half. And they're not going to get another play off. So we're in the first half of play here at Bradley Central. The Admirals from Farragut High School up in West Knoxville lead the Bears 17-3 the score right now. The Bradley will have the ball when we come out to start the third quarter play, but right now it's 17-3. The Admirals up by 14. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back with our Satellite Finance halftime show, and we will also have our Pizza Hut. And here, let's go down to the field to Brian.
All right, fellas, the Crawford Pharmacy sideline report. I'm with Coach Damon Floyd. Coach, you look up the scoreboard, 17-3. Truthfully, it could be a lot worse, buddy.
Oh, yeah. We're not come out ready to play, and that's my fault. We're not well coached right now, so you got a chance to put points on the board, and we fumble the ball, so very frustrating.
Well, 2 touchdowns is not minimal amount in the second half. It's all about halftime adjustments, and you've got to get them up.
Yeah, there ain't no adjustments about ready to play, and right now.
Good luck, buddy. Thank you.
And there you have it from the field.
All right. Man, a few words, and I'm glad I got a few words that time, fellas.
Not very happy there.
No, sweet, but frustration in his voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take that 2-minute timeout, I promise you now, here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. When we come back, we'll have the Pizza Hut trivia question for the game tonight, and we'll have the beginning of the festivities for the homecoming for 2022. Back in 2 minutes with more live coverage here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz.
My thoughts are with you, holding hands with your heart. See you, only blue talking love. You remember how the new love was here to stay. Now December, now the love we shared in September. Only blue talking love. You remember new love we shared today.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General
Back here
Manager
at Bradley
of Cleveland
Central,
Ford.
we're at halftime. It's the Admirals up 17-3. And now we're going to have our homecoming festivities. And we're going to have Mr. Brian Howard on our mic to let you listen in on all this.
Tonight, our senior representatives are riding in golf carts provided by Watson Automotive. In the first cart, we have our first homecoming candidate from the 12th grade, Miss Sloan Carpenter. Sloan is being driven by her father, Mr. Justin Carpenter. The next cart is our second homecoming candidate from the 12th grade, Miss Briley Clements. Briley is being driven by her grandfather, Mr. Sam Clements. The next cart is our third homecoming candidate from the 12th grade, Miss Tinley Cummings. Tinley is being driven by her father, Mr. Austin Cummings. And finally, in the last cart, we have our fourth homecoming candidate from the 12th grade, Miss Emmy West. Emmy is being driven by her father, Mr. Michael West. And now, if you will direct your attention to the 50-yard line. The first freshman representative is Miss Ellen Adams. Ellen is the daughter of Travis and Elizabeth Adams. Ellen is escorted tonight by Andrew Walker. Andrew is the son of Bart and Julie Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ellen Adams. Our next freshman class representative is Miss Addie Frazier. Addie is the daughter of Eddie and Buffy Frazier. Addie is escorted tonight by Carson Cannon. Carson is the son of Wade and Brittany Cannon. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Addie Frazier. The first representative for the sophomore class is Miss Alyssa Cross. Alyssa is the daughter of Jeremy and Michelle Cross. Alyssa is escorted tonight by Waylon Wilson. Waylon is the son of Tim and Rachel Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alyssa Cross. Miss Gracie Sermons is our second sophomore representative. Gracie is the daughter of Ashley and Kristen Sermons. Gracie is escorted tonight by Jackson Chapman. Jackson is the son of Christy Mahonen and Dusty Chapman. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gracie Sermons. Next, the representatives from the junior class. The first representative for the junior class is Miss Fancy Rojas. Fancy is the daughter of Luis and Heather Rojas. Fancy is escorted tonight by Skylar Perkle. Skylar is the son of Grant and Danielle Perkle. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Fancy Rojas. Miss Kimsey Turner is our second junior representative. Kimsey is the daughter of Brad and Catherine Turner. Kimsey is escorted tonight by Braxton Arthur. Braxton is the son of Brent and Karen Arthur. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kimsey Turner. And finally, we present our homecoming queen candidates for the senior class. Miss Sloan Carpenter is the first representative for the senior class. Sloan is the daughter of Justin and Kelly Carpenter. Sloan has been a member of the Barrett's basketball team all 4 years of high school. She is a member of Bachelorettes, HOSA, and Student Council. Sloan enjoys working out, going to church, and hanging out with friends. Her favorite Bradley memory is starting in the region and state tournament basketball games her freshman year and receiving all-region award. After graduation, Sloan plans to attend Johnson University on a basketball scholarship, majoring in exercise science. She may decide to continue her education to be a physical therapist. Sloan is escorted tonight by her father, Justin Carpenter. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sloan Carpenter. Our second representative for the senior class is Miss Briley Michelle Clements. Briley is the daughter of Gary and Lisa Clements. Briley is the student body president this year. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, BC Nation Spirit Club, Student Council, Diamond Dolls, and Bachelorettes. Briley enjoys spending time with friends and family, and her favorite Bradley memory is winning every football game all 4 years. After graduation, Briley plans to attend college and get a bachelor's degree in nursing. Briley is escorted tonight by her grandfather, Sam Clements. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Briley Clements. Our next representative from the senior class is Miss Tinley Austin Cummings. Tinley is the daughter of Austin and Amy Cummings. Tinley is class president and a member of the Bradley Barrett softball team. She is also a member of Student Council, Beta Club, BC Nation Spirit Club, National Honor Society, HOSA, and Link Crew. Tinley enjoys spending time with her friends and family, playing softball, reading, and shopping. Her favorite memory at Bradley is hitting the winning run in a softball game against Walker Valley her junior year. After graduation, Tinley plans to earn her bachelor's degree, attend law school, and become a family attorney. Ultimately, she desires to become a judge. Tinley is escorted tonight by her father, Austin Cummings. ladies and gentlemen, Miss Tinley Cummings. Our final representative from the senior class is Miss Emmy Jean West. Emmy is the daughter of Michael and Melanie West. Emmy has been a varsity basketball cheerleader all 4 years of high school. She is a member of Beta Club, Student Council, HOSA, BC Nation Spirit Club, National Honor Society, and Bachelorettes. Emmy loves spending time with her friends. Her favorite Bradley memory is our football team beating Cleveland the past 4 years while she has been at Bradley. That's a fan favorite. After graduation, Emmy plans to attend Cleveland State for nursing, and she is escorted tonight by her father, Michael West. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emmy West. Now, coming to the field is Bradley Central High School principal, Mr. Patrick Spangler. The flower girl tonight is Peyton Frazier. Peyton is the daughter of Justin and Katie Frazier. Katie is a science teacher here at Bradley Central. And Peyton is in Mrs. Robinson's kindergarten class at North Lee Elementary School. Peyton loves gymnastics, dance, softball, and playing with her cousins and friends. When she grows up, like her mama, she wants to be a teacher. Our crown bearer is Houston Spangler. Houston is the son of Patrick and Jan Spangler. Patrick is principal at Bradley Central. Houston is in Mrs. Wilson's kindergarten class at North Lee Elementary. Houston loves baseball, gymnastics, riding horses, and hanging out with his cousins and friends. And when he grows up, he wants to be a cowboy. Baby. Mr. Spangler is escorting Miss Morgan Cartwright, Homecoming Queen 2021, who will assist in the crowning of our new queen. Morgan is the daughter of Brian and Casey Cartwright. Morgan is also currently studying education at Cleveland State. And now, without further ado, we're going to announce the 2022 Bradley Central High School Homecoming Queen, and it is Miss Sloan Carpenter.
Well, there you have it. Sloan Carpenter named the 2022 Homecoming Queen here at Bradley Central High School. Folks, I apologize for leaving you fans hanging earlier about the Pizza Hut trivia question. So here it is. If you know the answer to this question I'm about to ask, please call the station 476-0076, 476-0076. Be the first correct caller, and you'll win your choice of a large pizza from Pizza Hut. You can pick up your certificate there at the station during normal business hours. The question this week, we played Farragut here 19 times. This is the 20th time we played them. How many times have the Bears won? How many times have the Bears won over Farragut? If you listen to our broadcast, you should know that. How many times have the Bears won over Farragut here after 19 contests? We're in the 20th win tonight. And I'm going to send it back to Mr. Axel Rupiza at the studio, and he'll text me the winner here in just a moment or two when he gets that. In the meantime, we'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back more live coach here at halftime, your Southland Finance halftime show on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, where all your games supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 2 minutes.
Hey guys, this is Austin with Let's Bounce Rental. We're here to provide a quality inflatable for a great price. We have over 17 that's available, and we are easy to book and hassle-free. So you will never go wrong with getting a party done by Let's Bounce Rental. We are always here to provide a great service.
Our crew is dedicated to make sure your equipment arrives on time, set up properly, and without any hassle. Our job is to make sure you have access to the best inflatables so you can have the most fun possible at any event. Whether it's a school event, church gathering, or birthday party, we have the equipment for you. The best part is that we are a locally owned company. We pride ourselves on making sure our customers are taken care of. So the next event you have, plan for success with Let's Bounce Rentals. Call us today at 423-435-4311 or reach us by email or website. Thank you.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford. I am Cleveland. I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Doug Beerthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Back here at Bradley Central High School on our Southland Finance halftime show here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We do have a winner who knew the correct answer to my trivia question I just asked, and that was, this is the 20th time we have played Farragut. 19 are in the books. How many of those have we won? And Gene Heisinger, congratulations. You knew that was 3 wins and 16 losses for the Bears. 3 out of 19 wins. The Bears really, it's the worst series record we have against any Bear opponent in the history of 100 years of Bear football. It is 3-16 is the worst record. So congratulations once again, Gene Heisinger, who knew it was 3 wins and 16 losses in the 19 games played. So right now, Earl, you ready for stats? We're going to get Earl's stats here. Okay, Earl, take her away, bud.
All righty, Gary, in the first half, in the first downs department, it was the Bears with 4, and Farragut had 7. In the rushing department, the Bears had 21 rush attempts for 96 yards, and Farragut 13 rushing attempts for 44 yards. In the passing department, the Bears were 4 of 9. Demarius Ballard doing the throwing, 4 out of 9 for mostly short passes, a total of only 23 yards through the air, 4 pass completions, 9 attempts for 23 yards. No interceptions so far by either quarterback. And Luke Johnson for the Farragut Admirals has gone to the air 13 times, completed 9 for a total of 83 yards. In the rushing department individually, J. Allen Terry has 10 carries for the Bears. He is the Bear workhorse, 46 yards gained on those 10 carries. Simon Mullis came in, gave us a real lift, carried 3 straight times for 20 yards, and Demarius Ballard has 4 carries for a total of 11 yards. Elijah Gibbs is the workhorse for the Farragut Admirals. He's carried 9 times for 39 yards here at halftime, 39 off their 44 yards. Team-wise, we had 2 fumbles on the part of the Bears. They lost 1 down when they were desperately trying to put points on the board in the last 30-35 seconds of the half, and just had a miscue there on a center exchange, and Demarius Ballard lost the handle on that, and it stalled the Bear drive at the 9-yard line. 2 punts by each ball club. The Bears, Skylar Perkle is averaging 32 yards on his kicking game, and Reese Keeney for Farragut is averaging 38 yards on his 2 punts. No penalties at all in the first half for the Bears. 2 penalties against Farragut for 10 yards. Recapping the scoring, in the first quarter, Elijah Gibbs on a 64-yard drive, 6 plays, took it the final 29 yards. At the 9:14 mark of the first period, kick was added by Reese Keeney. Farragut led 7-0. Later in the first quarter, at the 4:39 mark, Reese Keeney added a 22-yard field goal to that, and the Farragut Admirals went up 10-0. And just before the quarter ended, at the 1:40 mark, on a pass from Luke Johnson to Landon Collins for 5 yards, capped a short 31-yard drive in 7 plays. Kick again was good by Keeney, and the first quarter came to a halt with Farragut on top 17-0. Midway the second quarter, the Bears would drive 72 yards down the field, stall at the 8, and settle for a 25-yard field goal by Grant Haney. That's where we are right here at halftime, Gary, with a 17-3 deficit for the Bears.
So let's take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll come back with the Admiral kickoff to the Bears. We'll start third quarter play, 17-3. The Admirals of the Bears back in 1/2 minute.
I was told the place I was looking for didn't exist.
A place that could refine my raw talents into something greater.
Where I could ask big questions about my faith, not settling for easy answers.
And I could risk what's comfortable in pursuit of my dream.
To join with others, find my voice, and change the world.
I was told that place didn't exist.
Then I found Lee.
At Whirlpool, we don't know how leaving the house less can make you need to eat more.
Who's put every kick so far into the end zone, I believe.
Yeah.
And he will be kicking again. And it'll be interesting to see. He's from Knoxville, so he might be going to Tennessee. I don't know. Hope he does.
I haven't heard one thing. He's been one of the state's top kickers for some time now, since he's been at Farragut. And last year and this year, his sophomore year on, he's been an outstanding kicker, averaging 42, 43 yards each year, and he's good at field goals and extra points. Very seldom misses.
And here we go. All set for the kickoff. Keeney approaches. Here is a high boomer again into the end zone. It will not be returned, and the Bears have the first 10 at the 20-yard line. Let's see what Brian's down. Brian, are you down there somewhere, bud?
Yes, sir. I have put the jacket on here for the second half.
Oh, you big wuss there.
I tell you what, fellas, once you get old and your thin gets skin, or your skin gets thin.
Whatever.
This is going to be an extremely important drive here to open the second half, fellas. Bears have got to establish a little momentum, or at least offset what the Farragut Admirals have done in the first half.
Yeah, we shut them down after they got that 17 points. And
that first quarter is doomed us so far.
Yep. So here come the Bears, the twins to the left side, Ballard and J. Allen Terry in the backfield. And it put Jairus Rogers in motion right to left. And there's
whistle.
False start, probably whistle it dead. Will be on the Bears. 5-yard mark-off coming up, it seems like.
Not exactly the start I was talking about.
No, and it is illegal procedure against the Bears. 5-yard mark-off. It'll be appliances. That's only the...
And ironically, I don't want to jinx them, but that is the Bears' first penalty of the night.
Yep, Smart starts only 2 on the Admirals, right? 2 5-yarders, that it?
That's exactly right.
They had another one was declined on holding.
Yep.
So on 1st and 15 now for the Bears, back at their 15-yard line. They got to get it rolling here. Same set as before. Man in motion again, Jairus Rogers. And here goes a handoff to Jalen Terry in the middle. He's going to have 5. He's got 10. He's got 15. And he's out to the 31-yard line for a gain of 16 yards on the first down for the Bears. And Cleveland Ford. Explosive blast through the middle.
Well, the man in motion pulled their defense out of whack, and it opened right up the middle. The Bears have spotted something there and enabled Jay Allen to find a big hole for 16 yards.
And this is where you find what kind of adjustments, if any, the Bears have made at halftime. I'm sure they did. Same formation, man in motion. Ballard back looking across the middle, way down the field. He's got Finn Mertz. Oh, no, Finn was wide open and dropped it. He had it, probably for 6.
Yep, I think he could have taken it.
Oh, my.
That's a tough break, fellas. That's the one we needed right there.
Finn had beaten the defensive back. Wow. And it wasn't broken up by the defender. So now on 2nd and 10 for the Bears. Ball at the Bear 31. Just underway here in the third quarter play with the Admirals up 17-3. The snap, the handoff. It's going to be Jalen Terry. He stepping through there. He's to the 35 to the 37, a gain of 6. 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Bears in a very, very, very important drive here to open the third quarter play with the Bears down to 14 points at this time. Cleveland losing at the half. McMinn beating Walker Valley at the half also in their games. 20-17 and 10-7, I believe, were the scores we were given there. Walker is on the road at McMinn County. Cleveland's across town hosting the Bearden Bulldogs. 10:34 clock running here. 3rd down and 4 for the Bears. A big, big play for both teams' offense and defense. Ballard back pass going to be tipped and then complete 4th down. In rushing lineman tipped it, and the Bears will punt it away as Skylar Perkle enters the field. And we got some little extracurricular activity going on. No flags thrown on after the play was over.
They're just choosing up dance partners, fellas.
Let's see if Skylar can boom one here. Look, the wind's quit, hasn't it, Brian?
Oh, yeah, there's no wind whatsoever, but it's dropped at least 15 degrees since the opening kick.
When that sun goes down, the wind usually dies.
Yes, it has.
Call Dale's heating and air, Brian.
I could use a little Dale right now.
Booming punt. It's going to be a fair catch, forced into that fair catch at the
28.
Flag on the field.
Yep, at the 40. At the 43.
And now what would that be on a punt?
Yeah.
It's got to be an illegal block that far down the field, fellas. I really didn't see that one.
I didn't either. I was looking down following the fly of the ball.
Yeah, there are 2 flags there.
Here comes a signal from the official, I believe.
It could be an early block in the back.
He caught the ball and down it to 28 on a fair catch. Here comes a signal. Personal foul. Oh, that's it. We had that last week. It's on the Admirals. And I'll tell you what that call means, because my good friend Kurt Campbell.
Some kind of illegal blocking.
Something like that.
Blindside block is the call.
Blindside block.
Blindside blocking.
Yep.
We hadn't had that in 5 years, and we've had 2 in 2 weeks.
That's right.
Yep.
So for LB Appliances, that'll be a big hit for the Bears. That penalty push the ball back now to the 14-yard line would be a 1st and 10 for the Admirals. And things are clicking the Bears' way right now, but we got to make something happen here.
You know, guys, that blindside block, that can be really dangerous. Back in my day, they used to call that a decleater.
And you was the one doing the decleating.
I got decleated either way.
Here's Gibbs trying to get around the right end. He will have some short yards out across to the, what are you going to mark him out? About the 14-yard line there. Or the 18, sorry. So no gain, really. Well, wait a minute. No. I'm wrong.
Up to the 19. From the 14 to the 19.
5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Bear defense really needs to knuckle down right here and hold them, get the ball back in good field position. 10:34 in the third quarter as he ran out of bounds that time. Clock is stopped. He's got trips to the left side, and boy, that pass out in the flat has killed the Bears.
We got a Bear slow getting up, fellas.
And now the officials step in to stop play, and he's going to have to come out again. That's Don Jones going to have to come out at least for one play. Number 9, ain't it?
No. I can't see.
Oh, no, there's another one here.
There's one laying down there.
25-yard line. I didn't see him. Jones was on the line, was slow to get up. We'll see if we can find who that is.
It's like a leg injury. I couldn't see exactly who it was.
Bank of Cleveland, Hayden's, Walters Cardinals.
And while the clock is stopped, let's take a quick break here. Back in 1 minute here on the Talk 101.3 The Buzz.
Hey guys, this is Austin with Let's Bounce Rental. We're here to provide a quality inflatable for a great price. We have over 17 that's available, and we are easy to book and hassle-free. So you will never go wrong with getting a party done by Let's Bounce Rental. We are always here to provide a great service.
Our crew is dedicated to make sure your equipment arrives on time, set up properly, and without any hassle. Our job is to make sure you have access to the best inflatables so you can have the most fun possible at any event. Whether it's a school event, church gathering, or birthday party, we have the equipment for you. The best part is that we are a locally owned company. We pride ourselves on making sure our customers are taken care of. So the next event you have, plan for success with Let's Bounce Rentals. Call us today at 423-435-4311 or reach us by email or website. Thank you.
I am Cleveland Ford.
All three of the local teams are upside down in scoring tonight. Trips to the left side for Johnson. He's back to throw the left side. He's going to be incomplete.
On the ground.
Second and 10. Yep. A little bit short. He had an open field to run if he caught it, but he didn't catch it. Second down and 10. That will stop the clock at 9:54. Back here next Friday, we're on the road next Friday to Ray County. And that'll be a 7:30 kickoff from Ray County, so we'll go live at 6 o'clock from the field with a pregame show. Twins each side now for the Admirals. Man in motion, right to left. They'll throw the man in motion. That's Gibbs out there. And he's going to be hit, and he will be losing a yard maybe. Depending on the spot, it's going to be third and long. And where are you going to mark him down at? Right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be third and 10. And I want to go ahead and thank Mr. Brian Grisham. My wife and I will be out of town next week, and Brian's going to be doing play-to-play here from Ray County. And then Friday, 2 weeks from tonight, we will be here for the Bradley Maryville game. And depending on the outcome of this one, the outcome one across town, it could be a huge, huge final season game for playoff positioning. That's what we're expecting anyway. Johnson back again to pass. Boy, they pass all the time. Pass out the flat's going to be complete. I believe that's a flag.
Flag comes in from
thrown at right about the point of contact.
Austin Ocker slips and falls down at the 40.
And let's see what the initial call is going to be. I believe Farragut's coming back like it's on them. Maybe a block in the back. Yep. So gain 6, 4th and 4 at the 40-yard line in Bear territory, but I believe this penalty's going to set them back.
Yep. They know it's coming. Let's see.
Yep, it's on them. Looks like holding. I think that's what he's seeing. 4th and 4.
Coming over to talk with Coach Floyd.
See if he wants to take it or decline it.
The penalty is against Farragut.
And it's going to be... They're going to mark it off then from the 40-yard line back to the 50. They've got to get down to the 36, so it's going to be 3rd and 14. That will give them another shot at getting the first down. They're actually going to mark it off at the 42.
Why there?
What's that?
Line of scrimmage was where are they starting from? They started from the 42.
Where they dropped the flag.
It was the point of where the penalty occurred.
Yeah, it wasn't holding.
Right, so they're going to get 4 yards on that rush.
And a 15-yard penalty back to the Admiral 43-yard line. Huge penalty for them there. It's going to be 3rd down and right at 20. Yep, right at 20 to go for a first down now for the Admirals at their 43-yard line. Johnson back to pass, looking, has time this time, out in the flat, low, incomplete. It's going to be 4th down.
Also intended to be incomplete.
And here comes their punt team on. The Bears will get ready to receive the ball here at 8:32 here in the third quarter play.
Jarius Rogers backs way back. He's about his 10-yard line. Keeney, who shanked one here, really. I call it shank. He only went 32 yards compared to 45-yard average.
Yeah, it's terrible. You talk about him doing a terrible kick. He got off 32 yards.
He gets this kick away. It's not going to carry high. It's going to hit and bounce. And Rogers going to get out of the way, and it's going to roll dead at the 20, make it a 15, make it the 12 or 13-yard line for the 43 down to the Bradley 12, looks like. It'll be first and 10 for the Bears at that point with 8:40 to go in the third quarter play now. The Admirals up 17-3. 45 yards. Time. Bears are getting ready to hit the field for the next play of this series.
Well, that's 13, Gary. You had it right to begin with.
Yep, it's on the 13.
13-yard line.
Yep. So what the Bears can come up with here, they need to get down the field with a drive. It doesn't have to be a drive, just get down the field and score some points. They're down 17-3 right now. Jay Allen Terry in the backfield with Ballard. Ballard back to pass, looking, has all kind of time, and he's going to be sacked now way back, inside the 5, way back.
Up to 2 or 1.
Protection broke down. They're going to put him down right at the 2-yard line, looks like. Huge loss.
Yep.
And it'll be second and 21 coming up out of their own end zone now.
Back to the 2-yard line.
I had a chance to talk to Demarius Ballard this week on our weekly player interview. Hope you had a chance to listen in, get his idea on a few things. He's a junior, standing in his own end zone on the A for Bears, and he will hand off to John Terry in the middle. He's going to have 5, 6 yards, 10. Oh, man, he nearly broke it all the way out to the 15-yard line. So a 13-yard gain for Jalen Terry. It's going to be third down from the 16 or so, right just outside the 15. Bears going to need to get to the 24, so it's going to be third and 8. Nice pickup that time, though, by Jalen Terry. Ballard takes a snap, pass across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Boy, right in his hands. And Bradley receives have butterfingers tonight. He's hit some really good passes right in their hands. We just couldn't pull them in. Fourth down, they'll punt it away. Fourth down and 8 from the 15-yard line in Bear territory. 7:25 to go in the third quarter play. Skylar Perkins has moved some pretty good punts tonight. No. Will be standing near his goal line when he takes a snap. Good snap. It's a low line drive. It's going to hit and be caught at the Admiral, or the Bear 42, I believe. So the Bears punted away to the Admirals at the 41-yard line. They'll have first and 10 with 7:18 to go in the third. 17-3 back in 30 seconds with the Admirals' first play of this series here. Back in just 1.5 minutes.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
Don Jones just sacked Paul Johnson for a loss of 6 yards back to the Bradley 47-yard line. So second and 16 coming up now. The Admirals will be 17-3 here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Yeah, Twins each side. Back goes Johnson passing in. There's making no see. They're just going to pass the ball. And it'll be complete down to the 39. So he'll pick up 8. Yep. Third down and 8 coming up now for the Admirals. Johnson to Avila. And the Bear defense really needs to hold again right here. We keep saying that, but it's a crucial series right now. 6:16 to go in the third. 17-3 the Admirals over the Bears here on Talk 101.3. Twins right, Twins left. Johnson back, looking left. He's got time to, he'll step up and throw it out in the middle. Intercepted! It was tipped and intercepted by the Bears. And there's a flag. Is that
Marcus Gorey Jr. with the tip drill.
Unless Marcus Gorey. Marcus told me just yesterday he would get a pick tonight, and there it is on a deflected pass. The penalty's going to be on the Bears for celebrating. Right there, he spun the ball. I think it's going to be on the Bears anyway. Ball's at the 22. Flag's at the 22. Three officials talking it over. First turnover of the night for the Admirals. And here comes a call. It is unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bears. Yep, that'd be half the distance there. Back to about the 10-yard line.
He's going to back it up half the distance to the goal.
So the Bears will have it 1st and 10. They mark it off back near the 11-yard line, I believe, or 10 or 11. And he just keeps walking and keep walking. Let's see, he can put down about the 12. Yep, I believe it's the 12-yard line. Bears will have it 1st and 10 at that point. With 5:55 in the third. Again, they have an opportunity. They got to get out of that hole and get down the field. They've had some excellent opportunities. They just can't catch the ball tonight. They bobble some snaps from center tonight. Bear set. Man in motion, right to left. That's Rogers. Back goes Ballard looking. He's going to have to get rid of the ball. Now he's going to try to step up. He's going to be hit and sacked again. He's got to get rid of that ball. Another huge loss for Bears back inside the 10, near the 5, maybe to the 4. Yeah, that's at the 4-yard line.
Loss of 8.
2nd and 18 coming up. Marshall's got to throw it away.
Yeah. He's still learning that quarterback position.
He's got to know better than that. So the Bears on 2nd and 18 from their 4-yard line. We need a long gainer here, boys. And the clock is at 5:17 and running here in the third. 17-3, the Admirals over the Bears. Ballard standing in his end zone now. Drops back to pass. Looking, still going to step up and run and get away from a couple of defenders, and then he'll be hit at the 5, so a short gain, giving 1 yard, 3rd down and 17 coming after a 1-yard gain for Ballard to the 5-yard line.
He was in danger of having a safety right there. He was dancing around in that end zone and then got it out to just over the 5.
They're covering our receivers quite well, apparently. So here we go on 3rd down and 17 at the 5-yard line. Again, a big play for the Bears after that turnover, and that penalty sure didn't help. Ballard in the backfield with J. Allen Terry. Twins each side for the Bears. Snap the ball. He's back in his end zone now. He's going to throw out across, but it's going to be complete to Finn Mertens, but way short of the 1st down. Finn's pass reception is at the Tito Williams, number 3, not 7. No, it's not 16. It's 4th and 9. 4th and 9. Call it 8. 4th and 8. Walker back deep again. Skylar Perkle standing in his end zone, but gets a really good snap from Seth Adams. Here's his punt. It's not a long punt. It's going to hit, maybe get a barrel roll. It's going to kick sideways and kick backwards, actually. And the Admirals take over again with great field position at the Bear. We're going to mark it 38-yard line. Her power punt for Cleveland Utilities. We'll take a quick timeout here. A 30-second break on Talk 101.3. 3:38 in the third. 17-3, the Admirals over the Bears. Back in just half a minute.
The Bears 30.
snap, the handoff to Gibbs going left, and he breaks through. He's going to have 5-6 yards down across the 35, where they're wrestling down finally about the 32-yard line. 7-yard pickup, 2nd and 3 coming in back to the Gibbs carry there. Cleveland now trailing Beard by 10 points at 27-17 that game there. Beard 27, Cleveland 17 in the third quarter play. Ooltewah leads Ooltewah leads Saudi Daisy 21-0. That was Ace Hardware score. Wood Baylor over Hendersonville 14-7. McCall and Father Reiner 7-7. Ray leads Howard 17-7. Johnson leading the sidelines now. McMinn and Walker, the last score we had was Walker Valley at 10-7 that game. Ray leading Howard 17-0. Handoff into Gibbs there in the backfield. He will not get the first down, but he's going to get a yard or so. Well, maybe a yard.
Yeah.
It's going to be third down.
Thinks they're going to give him
30 yard, 31 looks like. So give him a yard. It's going to be third down. Still a long 2, short 3 to go for a first down. Ball's to 31. They've got to get to the Bear 29. Clock running at 2:30 in the third. 17-3. Admirals over the Bears here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. The Admiral set one more time on this gorgeous homecoming night. Congratulations to Sloan Carpenter, named the 2022 Homecoming Queen. And the handoff, and he'll hit the hole and have the first down and breaks away for a touchdown. Touchdown Gibbs as he broke through the initial contact there on the line. And once he did, he was gone at 2:02 to go in the third. 23-3 the score now. The Admirals over the Bears. And the point after coming up by Reese Keeney. Bears down by 16, soon to be 17 here probably, and it is up, and that kick is good. Time out on the field. 2:02 to go in the third, 24-3. Admirals over the Bears. Back in 30 seconds with the Admiral kickoff here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz.
I was told the place I was looking for didn't exist.
A place that could refine my raw talents into something greater.
Where I could ask big questions about my faith, not settling for easy answers.
And I could risk what's comfortable in pursuit of my dream.
To join with others, find my voice, and change the world.
I was told that place didn't exist.
Then I found Lee.
At Whirlpool.
Back here at Bradley Center with 2:02 to go in the third. 24-3 the score now. The Admirals over the Bears. That's the first score they've had since way back early in the first period. They had a 17-0 lead. After one, the Bears got the field goal, make it 17-3 at the half. And up until this point, the Bears had shut down. The Admirals pretty good. Here is Keeney's kick, another one going into the end zone, and they'll just stand there and let it go, and they'll bring that to the 20-yard line, where once again, the Bears will take off first down and 10 at their 20 here late in the third quarter play with a non-region game at Ray County next week, and a region game, a finale here, game 10 of the season against Maryville right here at Bradley Central High School's Jimmy Level field here in Bear Stadium.
At that time, they took advantage of the short field, 39-yard drive, Gary, and 3 quick plays, and it was all Elijah Gibbs. Gibbs for 7, Gibbs for a single yard, and then Gibbs for 31 and the TD.
We killed ourselves with that penalty. We had the ball up here pretty good, and the penalty backed us up, and we just couldn't get out of the hole, and we got a sack.
Yep.
So here we go, the Bears trying to make something happen quickly. Back to pass. He's going to be hit and sacked again. Back inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. Loss of 7 on the play. No, excuse me, 13-yard line.
10 yards against a good Farragut defense. When you have to get 15 to 20 after these sacks, it's just about impossible.
Playing behind the changes.
Yep.
Baby says just can't do it. So second down and 16 to go at the 14-yard line when they finally place the ball down. Ballard has the ball, looking left, throwing left. Ball's going to be complete to Jalen Terry out of the backfield, out to the 10 to the 15. Maybe it's a short game. a couple of yards to the 16-yard line. It's going to be third down and 14 to go for a first down. A 2-yard gain on the pass from Ballard to Jalen Terry. And I think he stayed in bounds. Yep, the clock is running at 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter play.
Third down, a long 14 to the air.
Bears will have twins to the left, twins to the right. Big play here again for the Bears. Ballard's pass is going to be across the middle, overthrown, incomplete. It's going to be fourth down. He has just not been on target tonight here, or his receivers have not been hitting the right spot. Fourth down coming up, 4th and 14 after incomplete pass. And the Bears will be kicking away. Skylar Purtle has been a busy man tonight. Back to bring that ball back and return if he can. Ashton Walker, number 10. He is a senior, 5'10", 165-pound senior for the Admirals. The snap is a good one to Perkle. A low spinner. Going to hit.
Reverse bounce.
Bears cannot get a break. It'll bounce back to the Bear 35-yard line where the Admirals have it 1st and 10. At the 36, they'll officially place it in.
16 to 30, 20-yard pump.
And clock's at 28.7 seconds to go here in the third quarter play. The Admirals up now 24 to 3. Things are not looking up for the Bears right now. Johnson brings his team out. Oh, they've thrown a lot of passes tonight, haven't they?
Let's see. 19 so far.
Wow. And here's Johnson. Nope. Oh, yeah, he's going up over the top. And the pass is way overthrown. 2nd down and 10. Mr. Grisham, you down there, sir?
Are here, sir. I am about to build a bonfire down here. It is cold.
I guess you saw the Braves final out. They lost 9.
I'm in deep depression, fellas, but I'm going to finish the game anyway.
Yeah, hang in there, buddy.
The chop is not dead, but it's on life support.
I hear you.
I tell you what, guys, this Admirals team is as stout as we thought they were going to be. The Bears just are that close. Those 2 first quarter touchdowns right off the bat just put us in a hole that we haven't been able to dig out of.
You're right there. Here's Gibbs trying to carry, and he's going to be hit. Well, he was hit and gets back up, but he said he's down for a loss.
Yep, that knee went down.
Yep.
And he said, hey, I'm still going.
3-yard loss back to the 39, so it's going to be 3rd down and 13 to go.
J.D. Kirkpatrick on the line.
3rd and 13. That'll be the end of the third quarter play here on Talk 101.3. For all your games supplied to you by Wholesale Supply. We'll take a 1-minute timeout with a score. Farragut 24, Bradley Central 3. Back in 1 minute.
Hey guys, this is Austin with Let's Bounce Rental. We're here to provide a quality inflatable for a great price. We have over 17 that's available, and we are easy to book and hassle-free. So you will never go wrong with getting a party done by Let's Bounce Rental. We are always here to provide a great service.
Our crew is dedicated to make sure your equipment arrives on time, set up properly, and without any hassle. Our job is to make sure you have access to the best inflatables so you can have the most fun possible at any event. Whether it's a school event, church gathering, or birthday party, we have the equipment for you. The best part is that we are a locally owned company. We pride ourselves on making sure our customers are taken care of. So the next event you have, plan for success with Let's Bounce Rentals. Call us today at 423-435-4311 or reach us by email or website. Thank you.
CRCC to me is a calling that God...
The fourth quarter play, 3rd down and 13 right now for the Admirals. They're at the Bear 39-yard line, leaving it 24 to 3. They'll break huddle from the sideline and bring it out here, heading right to left now into the horseshoe end of the end zone here at Bear Stadium. Big play here for the Bears and Admirals. Bears down by 21 points, 3 scores. And they'll have twins right side now for the Admirals. Johnson set. has the ball. Hands it off to Gibbs. Hits the middle. Going to the right side. He'll have some yards, but going to be way short of the first down. It's going to be fourth down. Got to get down to the 26. Balls at the 34. So he's 8 yards shy. On 4th and 13, he gained 5 yards. And let's see what they're going to do. They've got a guy down, but now he's getting up. I believe they're going to go for it.
Well, why not?
No punt coming on the field.
24-3 and deep in Bear territory. 4th and long, 8 yards to go, but nothing.
So here we go. They are going to go for it. Twins to the right side for the Admirals. Back goes Johnson looking to pass. Those out in the flat. Overthrown. The Bears will take over. So Bears hold will take over to the Bears 34-yard line here in the fourth period with 11:11 to go here. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and be back here with more live coverage on Talk 101.3.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
First snap here on this possession. Pass across the middle. Incomplete again, right through the hands of Jarris Rogers. The pass was there. Second down 10 coming up.
New quarterback.
Oh, is that right? I didn't even notice that.
No, that's Alex Walker in.
Walker's back in there. Okay, first time he's been in the game about in the last 3 or 4 games, I guess.
Well, he got in a little bit in one game. Yeah, the fourth quarter.
Second and 10 for the Bears now. We still have Jalen Terry at running back, I guess.
Yes.
Yep, Alex Walker, number 12. He will take the handoff to no pass across the middle. It's going to be intercepted. Taken away. That's Talbot. And the Adams take over at the midfield stripe with 11:03 to go. And that just about was the final nail of the coffin right there. 24-3, the Admirals over the Bears at 11:03. And they'll have it in excellent field position one more time. Joe, have you heard anything more from Cleveland's score? I mean, they were down 10. Is what? Yeah, that's all right. 27-17, the Bears was leading Cleveland in the third quarter, probably the fourth quarter, or close to the fourth, because they started at 7 o'clock kickoff there tonight, too. And here's Johnson, handoff to Gibbs. He'll hit the middle. No, Johnson kept it. Boy, he faked his all off. He gets hit twice and just spins free and goes on down to the 45 and on to the 43. Boy, he has stopped a 7-yard gain.
Tito Williams and Knox Watson.
What's that, Joe? What you got there? The replay?
That's Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland. So it's 34-17. Cleveland down over Cleveland. 34-17. Bearden leading the Raiders, which will knock the Raiders out of the playoff position. And there is a gamble for the Bears. Defender missed it. Pass is complete from the 40 to the 35 to the 30 to the 25.
Flag on the play.
And where's it at, Brian?
It's over on the far sideline, about the 37.
Oh, yeah, I see the official stand over now.
A little bit of holding, I do believe, on the Bears.
I'd say you're probably...
I mean, on the Admirals.
I'd say you're right. Good gainer there. Bradley gambled, the defender over on that corner, the cornerback, gambled on the interception, and we missed it. Yep, holding. That left receiver wide open to run down the field, but he'll bring it back here. Marking it back to the 47-yard line in Bear territory now with 10-16 in the game, 24-3 our score, and it'll be second down and 7 to go, looks like, for the Admirals.
Well, who caught that?
24. Landon Collins. Johnson back again. It's going to be hit, and he gets away. Out in the flat pass, it's going to be complete to the 40, to 35, to the 30, and there's a flag on that play. Bryce Thompson on the catch, number 44, but this is going to come back too.
First flag came in at the near side.
Does it cross the line of scrimmage, Joe? Let's see what the officials call it here.
And then after the second, and then
We have them talking over on the far side over about the 37.
Three flags down on the field.
Four of them talking it over.
Hey, fellas, this is the point of the game where the referees get together and talk about what they're going to eat after the game.
That's right. Well, we all got to eat.
That's right, buddy.
Some of us more than others, I guess.
I heard that.
So here comes... Well, they're still talking over. Pick up one flag. Apparently they're going to mark something off from the 37. There's a flag to 28, one to 37, there's one to 40-something. Picked up one to 40-something. Man, I can't see what it's taking so long to figure out here. Here comes the call from the official. And it's going to be on the Admirals. Another is declined. Personal foul on the Bears. Declined, or maybe they're offsetting. Face mask on the Admirals. That's declined.
Now that doesn't make sense. 3 penalties,
and they're all
2 against Farragut.
We're going to bring it back and redo the play. Going to replay the
So all the penalties, even though it's 2-1 in penalties, they offset.
I guess so. The ball comes back to the 47, which is where it was at on second down and 7 to go.
So it's like nothing happened there.
You know, that really didn't happen, guys.
Yeah.
After all that, it really didn't happen.
Hit the delete button.
I was going to say that's for LB Plus, but I can't say it was for LB Plus because they didn't mark a penalty off.
No, it didn't happen.
He had 3 chances for that. So here the Admirals go twins right, twins left, and hand off it to Gibbs in the middle, and he's free. Here he goes at 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, all the way down inside the 15.
The 13, I think.
13, well then, Ferrari 13 on the carry.
Inside the 10, I'm sorry. 9.
First and goal with a 9.
Well, I tell you, fellas, I have been impressed with Elijah Gibbs. He is slippery, he breaks tackles, and man, he can fly.
He has impressed us for about 4 years now.
Yes, I sure hope he's a senior.
He is. Clock's running at 9:27 to go in the 24-3, the Admirals of the Bears. And they'll have first and goal at the Bear 9-yard line in of Cleveland, red zone. Drive zone, we call that. Or the red zone. Back goes Johnson. Well, they keep passing. He's looking. He's going to pull it down and maybe take off with it. Throws out in the flat. It's going to be incomplete. And he got separated from the ball that time. He would have hauled that in.
Yep, Goree had him.
Goree knocked it loose. Second down and goal for the 9.
That was number 28 intended receiver. That was Elijah Gibbs.
Yeah. He's very versatile. Admirals up 24-3, haven't given the score in a while. 9:09 to go in the fourth quarter now. Cleveland trailing 34-17 against Bearden at Cleveland High School. They led that game early on. And I think that will officially knock Cleveland out of the playoff chase.
And the reason we can say that is if the Bears were to lose 2 region games tonight and against Maryville, then we would tie for 4th, and the tiebreaker goes to the Bears.
Touchdown Admirals. Gibbs from 9 yards takes it in, virtually untouched, pushing the score to 30-3. Yeah, you're right, Earl. 30-3 to score, the PAT coming. This has been a bad night for the Bears here against a very, very good team. Damon said this is the best team we'd seen all year, and I can see why he said that. They just don't make mistakes. Spokane leading Marion County 14-7. Elvis Ace Hardware scoreboard. Keeney, guess what? Made another one. 31-3 the score. At 9:03 in the game, timeout on the field, 31-3. The Admirals over the Bears. Back in 30 seconds with the Admiral kickoff.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
At Whirlpool, Whirlpool, we don't know how leaving the house less can make you need to eat more, or why the inside of the fridge is just so interesting. But we do know how to make appliances you can trust, day after day, after day, after day.
Bears back ready to receive one more time as Keeney, who's kicked every kick into the end zone. I don't expect anything different here. McMinn over Walker now 17-7 in that game there. McMinn 17, Walker Valley 7, so it looks like McMinn in the fourth period. Well, that may be in the third because they start at 7:30. They're trying to hang on to that win to clinch the championship of Region 4-5A. Here comes the approach and the kick by Keeney and another high, booming kick into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bears have at the 20-yard line. First down and 10 with 9:03 now in the game. And the Admirals up 31-3. And Earl, you have a recap of that last drive?
64 yards in 8 plays. Elijah Gibbs were put on the show there. My goodness, he 44 yards and then 9 yards touchdown scamper. But that 44-yard run was the backbreaker right there from midfield area down to the 9. So Elijah Gibbs is doing us in here in the third and fourth quarter.
He is an all-state type of player, no doubt about it. The Bears will have Alex Walker quarterback with Twins left side, Twins right side. Walker hands it off to the fakes the running back, throws it out. It's going to be tipped, incomplete.
I don't know. It may be
the Admiral said it was incomplete. Yep.
Number 16 said he had it.
It is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Second down and 10.
Who's in the backfield with Walker right now? You guys tell me.
Jay Allen.
Oh, yeah, Jay Allen. I see him now. I see his number 4 now. Clock stopped at 8:58 here in the game. 31-3. The Admirals come in here, and they showed why they are a good team. Walker back to pass out in the flat. Incomplete. It's going to be fourth down and 10. Correction, third and 10. Bradley's passing game has been futile tonight from both quarterbacks.
Yeah, so far for the team, let me give you a quick, that's 19 attempts and only 6 completions. Our passing game has got to improve for us to have any chance to beat Maryville, to go deep into the playoffs. I mean, that's got to improve. And, of course, we're missing Jackson Wilson, but still, the passing game has not been really good.
Hand off Jay Allen here in the middle. He's going to have some good yardage. He keeps fighting out across the 15 to 20, and then there's a flag thrown in late.
And Jay Allen face mask shows us flashes of brilliance ever so often.
Ball is a 26-yard line, but maybe a 15-yarder on top of this for the face mask.
Yeah, he got out to the 27-yard line.
Could be a 25-yarder or a 15-yarder, depending on if it's intentional or face mask. He didn't signal personal foul.
Yeah, it had to be a.
That's only a 5-yarder.
First down.
That's that one, fellas. That was 15. It nearly turned his head around.
Inadvertently,
5-yard
pass moves out to 32, which is first down and 10 for the Bears and Cleveland Ford. And they don't say that a whole lot tonight. Walker back, looks left, throws left, going to be complete to Tito Williams for a short gain out across to the 35. 3-yard gain, second down 7 coming up. With 8:29 in the game and the clock is running. 31-3 Admirals over the Bears. All 3 local teams are on the upside, looking up tonight in their games. Walker Valley at McMinn, Cleveland High at home hosting Bearden down 34-17. Walker down 17-10, I believe. Here's a handoff in the middle. Jay Allen Terry's going to have yardage out to the 40-yard line for a 5-yard, or picks up to the 40. Got to get to the 42 and a half or so. It's going to be third down, about a long 2 to go for a first down the ball. Right at the 40-yard line in Bear territory. Handoff again in the middle, and he's going to have the first down. Breaking a few tackles. Jay Allen Terry out across the 45 to the 46. Be a first and 10 for the Bears, and Cleveland Ford at 7:47 to go here in the football game. And Brian, you need to practice up this weekend since you're going to be play-by-play next week.
Yeah, I'm already starting my stretching exercises, guys. I've been standing in front of the mirror at home. My wife thought I'd gone completely crazy. You know, I'm ready to go. I'm fired up.
All right. Walker back to pass again. Going long over the top down the field. Tito Williams is there. Did he catch it? No, he didn't catch it. It's going to be second and 10. Good coverage that time with the defender for the Admirals. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Well, if it comes down to running your mouth, Brian, you're All-American at that. Looks like me.
Hey, I'm still listening down here.
Oh, thought I turned your mic off.
I love you, buddy. That's right.
Between the three of us, I don't think we're ever at a loss for words here. Second team of the Bears, 7:25 to go. Snap to Walker. Hands off just running back. That's going to be Jalen Terry. He's going to have 5-6 good yards out across midfield down to the 47-yard line of the Admirals. Going to be 3rd down and right at
good 7.
Yeah, 3rd and 3. Smiley on the tackle that time for the Admirals. Clock rolling along at 7:07 to go here in the 4th period. Bradley trips to the left side. Walker back. A long lob down the field again. He's got a man out. There's a flag on the play. Flag right there, probably interference or holding on the defender that time.
I say they hit him with both of them.
And Marcus Gorey Jr., intended receiver, flags at the 21-yard line. But pass interference in high school is marked off from the line of scrimmage, which was the 47.
Ought to put it down to the 32, maybe.
It is on the Admirals, another L&B appliance. So they've had quite a few penalties here.
Yeah, they have.
Second half.
That's the 5th this half.
Bears with only a couple of penalties, or one? Two. All the way down to the 32-yard line now in Admiral territory. It's 1st and 10 for the Bears in Cleveland Ford. Here on Talk 101.3. 6:53 remaining in the game. Walker looking right, throwing right. It's going to be complete. And to Goree, and he was being knocked out of bounds right at the 28, I believe. 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6 coming up. Stops the clock of the out-of-bounds play. I haven't asked you guys, what's your prediction for tomorrow's game with Alabama?
Pain.
Competitive game, folks.
Fellas, I tell you what, I enter this game a lot of times not even hoping to win. We've actually got a chance.
Yeah, we do.
I agree with you. Walker back again on the next snap, looking left. All kind of time. He's going to throw it now down the middle on the right side. Overthrown, incomplete. Threw that one into double coverage. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 to go. 3rd down and 6 for the Bears. They put the ball back at the 28-yard line in Admiral territory with 6:40 to go in the 4th and final period. 31-3, Admirals over the Bears here. This will be Bradley's 2nd region loss. Bears improves to 7-1 overall. 3-1 in the region. Here is a handoff to Jalen Terry going down around to the right side. And he's going to be met and stood up at the 26 for a short gain of maybe 2 yards. Close to the 25, actually. Let's give him 3 yards.
Yeah, let's.
3rd and about 3. No, it's closer to 26, yeah. 6:15 to go. 4th and 3 for the Bears are going to go for it. They've gone for it 3 times on 4th down, successful twice. The one that didn't work was a fake punt. And that's way back in the 1st quarter. Now the Bears, I believe, are going to call time. And we'll take one with them for Tzatziki's in the target mall. Back in 1 minute, 6:06 in the game. 31-3, the Admirals over the Bears here on Talk 101.3, where all your games played by Wholesale Supply. We'll return in 1 minute.
Hey guys, this is Austin with Let's Bounce Rental. We're here to provide a quality inflatable for a great price. We have over 17 that's available, and we are easy to book and hassle-free. So you will never go wrong with getting a party done by Let's Bounce Rental. We are always here to provide a great service.
Our crew is dedicated to make sure your equipment arrives on time, set up properly, and without any hassle. Our job is to make sure you have access to the best inflatables so you can have the most fun possible at any event. Whether it's a school event, church gathering, or birthday party, we have the equipment for you. The best part is that we have
I wasn't going to say that.
Well, we're off the air right now.
Well, I didn't know that.
I hope.
I hope so.
Yeah, we need to be back on the air.
Back in 15.
There we go.
All right. Oh, we're going to miss this play. And Simon Mullis picks up the first down for the Bears, moving from the 26th down to the 17-yard line.
Oh, no, 19, I'm sorry.
First and 10 for the Bears and Cleve Ford at the Admiral 19-yard line here in the fourth period as things get late. Walker hangs off to Nope, he fakes to Mullis. Gets Tito Williams, and Tito is going to be right down on the 3-yard line, looks like, or the 1-yard line, to the 1-yard line. With 5:41 to go, first to go for the Bears at the 1-yard line.
Pass to Tito. I didn't think he took my eye off of it just for a second.
Snap, handoff into the touchdown. Mullis for the Bears, yeah. Simon Mullis scores for the Bears at 5:28 to go in the game, making it 31-9 score. 31-9 score as Mullis scores for the Bears. So Walker engineered a pretty good drive there, got the ball down there, and the Bears were able to push it into the key of Cleveland drive zone. And now Grant Haney will attempt to kick a PAT. He's 25 of 26 on the season. There's a snap, the place down, the kick is high, and it is good. Timeout on the field, your score. The Admirals 31, the Bears 10. We'll be back in just 30 seconds for the Bear kickoff. 30 seconds clear. I guess we're going to try onside kick here. Have nothing.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose.
Getting ready now for the Bear kickoff right at the score by Simon Mullis. And Earl, what was the recap?
That was a nice drive there, engineered by Alex Walker. 80 yards, 13 plays with Simon Mullis taking it to final 14. Simon had a couple of good runs, and that pass from Alex Walker to Tito Williams for 15 yards. So Bears looked pretty good on that drive, 80 yards, and ate up a lot of clock.
5:28 to go here in the fourth period. 31-10 our score. 21-point lead for the Admirals. Grant Haney set to kick off. His approach. Oh, they try the onside kick and get it by the front line. And boy, did we have a good shot there.
And really, you don't see that a lot. He just realized, hey, we're in trouble. Let's just kick it out of bounds. And the last person who touches it, and that's Farragut. So instead of trying to pick it up and risk not being able to pick it up, he just scooted it out of bounds.
At the 19-yard line, they'll take over first down and 10. Haney lined up kick, but somebody beside him actually, Clay. 5.
And they kicked it too hard.
28. Yeah. Well, they wanted to kick it past the front line there, and they did, but it was too hard, too far down the field to get to it. They were close. So here come the Admirals now, leading at 31-10 at their 19-yard line. I got a feeling they're going to run the ball some now, not pass. All that would do is stop the clock if it's incomplete. Trips to the left side. Hand off to Gibson. No, the quarterback keeps it to the 20, and he'll slide down to the 24-yard line after a 5-yard gain. Second down and 5.
8, Gary. That's still Luke Johnson.
Yep.
Thought they had somebody new in.
Taking the Bears by number 17, Max Wilson on that play. Well, the quarterback actually slid down. He wasn't going to take a hit from Max. He just slid down. But a gain of 5, second down and 5 for the Admirals at their 24. They stay in bounds. The clock running at 5 minutes. It'll be under 5 when the ball is snapped here. They're taking a lot of time in the huddle now, just trying to shorten the game. Now they'll break it, come out the line of scrimmage. Johnson set, and I believe Gibbs has stayed in there all night long. Trips to the right side for the Admirals. Hand off to Gibbs. He tries to go left, and he will go left and reverse back to the right. He's got 5. He's got 10. He's got about 15 yards. And still fighting. Oh, goodness gracious, he won't go down. From the 24 to the 42, 18-yard pickup.
He is a good high school runner. Yep. He just keeps his legs popping.
I'm really surprised he's still in the game, fellas.
Well, I am too, and Johnson too.
Yes. All the way it's from a 31-10 game.
Yeah.
4:20 to go in the game now. Admirals up 31-10 for the Bears. Bears will drop to 6-2 on the season, 2-2 in region play. One game remaining in region play. Next week we'll be at Ray County for a 7:30 kickoff here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. 6 o'clock pregame show. And then we'll finish up the regular season with Maryville. High snap to Johnson, handoff to Gibbs. He's hitting the backfield and spun down. He'll lose a yard or two. Back to about the 39-yard line. 3-yard loss, second and 13 for Gibbs. He is a tough, hard-nosed runner who's not big, but he's fast and hard to just pin down.
Not real big, so I wonder if he can play big-time college football, but he's an outstanding high school player.
He's more like a UTC type. He's not ready for the SEC, actually.
No, he's just not big enough.
No.
Not until he grows up.
Yep. They would kill him in the SEC. So the Admirals with 3:13 going. The clock is running. They'll have the ball. Second down and 13 after the loss. Johnson hands it again to Gibbs. Going to the right side. He's going to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yards. Out across the 40 to the 45 and on to the 47 or so, maybe 48. From the 39 to the 40. Let's give him an 8-yard gain to the 47-yard line. Third down coming up with about, 5 to go, looks like. Short 5. So the Admirals are set again with 2:37 to go in the game. And right now they're just bleeding the clock down. They'll overload the left side with trips this way. Working right to left here to the horseshoe end, we call it. Johnson hands to Gibson again. And he's free to the 45-40, 35-30. He's finally brought down behind the Bear defender down the 25-yard line.
Out of the secondary.
From the 47 to 25, that's a 28-yard pickup.
Earl, how many yards does he have tonight?
Oh, a bunch.
I was afraid of that.
He's had a good, strong second half.
2:07 to go now in the game. First 10 points.
22 more right there.
At the Bear 25-yard line where they'll place it down. We'll try to get you some finals from Cleveland and also from Walker Valley, but they may not be through because they start at 7:30. And Maryland's had 42-0 halftime over Hardin Valley, which is no surprise at all there. Hand off to Gibson middle. He'll be hit and dropped for a yard loss. And with a minute 37 to go, it's going to be second down and 11. The ball back to the Bear 26-yard line.
Fellas, I have a score. 24-7 Minn County over Walker Valley.
24-7. Do you have anything more on Cleveland?
No, I do not.
Okay. It was 34-17 last we had on Cleveland with Bearden winning. That's our Ellis Ace Hardware scoreboard. And clock's at 1:13. Play clock's at 1:17. Adams just going to run and run and run. You got to be careful if you have to break another one. You'll hand it to him. He'll hit the right side and move it down a few more yards down near the 20-yard line from the 26. About a 5-yard gain. Yep, 5-yard pickup. It'll be third down and 6 to go because it was second and 11. So it's third and 6 with 41 seconds to go in the game. Clock's under 30 now. Play clock's at 10. Probably the final play of the game here. And now under center, the snap to Johnson will take a knee, and that should end the game here. And let's see what they decide to. Yep. The teams are going to the sidelines, and that's going to be the final score here from Bradley Central on homecoming 2022, where the Admirals come in here and convincingly beat the Bears 31-10, the final score. The teams gather at midfield to walk across and shake hands. So congratulations to the Admirals. They're a fine, fine team. There's no doubt about that. The Bears ain't too bad either. Tonight is just not their night. 31-10 the final. We'll take a 2-minute timeout here on Talk 101.3 The Buzz, and we'll return for our G's Deli post-game show in just 2 minutes.
Hey guys, this is Austin with Let's Bounce Rental. We're here to provide a quality inflatable for a great price. We have over 17 that's available, and we are easy to book and hassle-free. So you will never go wrong with getting a party done by Let's Bounce Rental. We are always here to provide a great service.
Our crew is dedicated to make sure your equipment arrives on time, set up properly, and without any hassle. Our job is to make sure you have access to the best inflatables so you can have the most fun possible at any event. Whether it's a school event, church gathering, or birthday party, we have the equipment for you. The best part is that we are a locally owned company. We pride ourselves on making sure our customers are taken care of. So the next event you have, plan for success with Let's Bounce Rental. Call us today at 423-435-4311 or reach us by email or website. Thank you.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
we are Cleveland Ford! At Whirlpool, we don't know how leaving the house less can make you need to eat more, or why the inside of the fridge is just so interesting. But we do know how to make appliances you can trust, day after day, after day, after day.
Bye.
Welcome back to Talk 101.3 here. The Buzz, where this game just went final 31-10. The final, the Admirals beat the Bears here in a big region matchup here on homecoming night 2022, where Sloan Carpenter was named the beautiful homecoming queen here for the Bears. Earl will be working on his stats for Remember Me, but right now let me give you some scores of interest from around the area and in our brackets and our region. Dobbins-Bennett beat William Blount 55-7 tonight. They've got one loss now. They're 7-1. That was a region matchup. Science Hill over Jefferson County 21-7. That's a big game in their region and Region 1. Morristown East over West Streets 39-7. McCauley and Father Ryan are 14-14 in the fourth period there. Daniel Boone over Tennessee, final 21-13. It was Alcoa beating Union County 49-0. Farragut over the Bears here, as I said, 31-10. Bearden beat Leeds Cleveland 34-24 in the fourth period of play. That's just about to wrap up. Bearden leading Cleveland 34-24. It's also Heritage 6, Sevier County nothing. Maryville 42, Hardin Valley 6. It was 42-0 at halftime. So Maryville obviously called off the dogs there. West all over Cotton County 64-0. West stays unbeaten, ranked number 1 in 5A. Coffee County is shutting out Cookville 10-0 in their game at Cookville tonight. North City 28, Hickson nothing in the third quarter. Whitworth 22, Lookout Valley 6. That game is in the third quarter. Polk County 14, Marion County 7 in the third quarter. It is Warren County 17 and Shelbyville 7. Bledsoe County 38, Tellico Plains nothing. Tyner Academy leading next 26-0 in their game. Blackman over Rockville 35-14. That is a region matches up with our region here in the playoffs. Clay County over Grundy 40-0. Ray County leading Howard 38-7. So Ray County will be 2-6 after tonight's game. Be ready to host the Bears next week. Ray County 38, Howard 7. That is still in the third quarter play there. McMinn, last score we had was leading Walker Valley 24-7, I believe. Ooltewah 21-0 over Saudi in the third quarter. Oakland leading Riverdale 35-6 in the third quarter. That's a Central Time Zone game. And those are the scores of interest for most of my fans around here, especially the ones that match up out of Region 1 with our region for our postseason position. You're listening to The Buzz 101.3 Jenkins Deli post-game show as Earl's busy adding up stats, and we'll take another time out here on Talk 101.3 while again supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, and we'll be back in 2 minutes with more live coverage here. 31-10, the final. The Bears fall to the Admiral from Farragut.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers. Your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community.
Back here at Bradley Central, again, the final 31-10 on our GSW postgame program here on Talk 101.3. Don't forget the Hardy's Friday Night Blitz on our sister station, Mix 104.1, when the Cleveland game is completed with their postgame as well. McMinn Walker Valley game, to update you there, was 24-7. McMinn leading Walker Valley in that game at McMinn for the championship of District Region 4-5A. Cleveland was still trailing Bearden 34-24, the last score we have there in that game in Region 2-6A, being played over at Cleveland High School. So there's a lot of, not a lot of happy fans around our area tonight. Ray County, who will play next week, leading Howard 38-7 in their game being played down at Howard tonight, and that is a Region 4-5A game for them. Earl, you about ready to go with some stats? Earl's hurriedly finishing up here with the stats. And we'll have a report here for Remember Me. The older Earl gets, the slower he gets. But that's okay. At least he's still alive and kicking. All right, Earl.
All right, Gary, I think I've got enough stats here to make some sense out of this game. In the first downs department, it was the Bears with 10, and the Admirals from Farragut had 13. In the rushing department, the Bears had 35 rushing attempts, 144 yards, and Farragut had 32 rush attempts for 239 yards. So almost a 100-yard difference in the ground game, and you'll see in a minute most of that was made up by Elijah Gibbs, who was the real workhorse of the ball game for the Farragut Admirals. In the passing department, team-wise, the Bears were 9 of 24 for 57 yards.
Wow.
Not much. I call it when the ground game or the air game doesn't produce very well, it's anemic. And tonight our Air Force was kind of anemic. 9 out of 24, 57 total yards, one pass intercepted up by the Admirals' Cam Duncan. For the Admirals, 13 out of 22 for 101 yards, and they too had one picked off. That was by the Bears' Marcus Goree in the second half. Fumbles in the ball game. The Bears had 2 and they lost 1, and Farragut did not fumble the ball at all tonight. I haven't had time to figure up the penalties and the punts, so we'll let that just go by the boards. But individually, rushing,
Elijah Gibbs, 24 carries tonight, Gary, 190 yards.
Good night for him.
Good, solid night for Elijah Gibbs. Jay Allen Terry now for the Bears had a good, solid game on his own, nothing like Gibbs. But Jay Allen had 18 carries for 101 yards. So a good night for Jay Allen. He did his job. Tito Williams, that's a name as far as receivers that we have not called night after night, week after week in our receiving leaders. But Tito led the charge tonight, 5 catches for a total of 52 yards. So hats off to Tito Williams for having a good night in the receptions department. Recapping the scoring in the second half, Elijah Gibbs scored from 31 yards out, third quarter at the 2:02 mark, and Elijah Gibbs again 9 yards away, capping a 64-yard drive early fourth quarter. Kick was added by Keeney on both situations, and finally the Bears put a touchdown on the board. Simon Mullis from 4 yards out on that 80-yard drive that was engineered by Alex Walker, and the Bears in the fourth quarter at the 5:28 mark. Kick was good by Mr. Reliable Grant Haney, and the final score was 31-10, Farragut over our Bears.
All right, there you have it. So the standings now in Region 2-6A, it's Maryville, Farragut, and Bearden all tied the lead at 3-1.
Did Bearden finally end up beating Cleveland?
Yeah, they were way ahead, 34-17. So it was late in the game.
So what we talked about prior to the game, Bearden has now made a playoff. That's a certainty. Farragut has made the playoffs.
Yep.
And Maryville. So it's between Bradley and Cleveland's pretty well out because the best they can do is 2-3. The Bears are 2-2, and even with a loss to Maryville, we're going to finish fourth.
Yep, and have the tiebreaker over Cleveland.
Yep. So this thing is clearing up tonight a lot more so than what we thought it might go to the last week of the season.
Yeah.
But the last week of the season, all we're going to do is clear up the seeding. But the playoffs are pretty well set tonight.
Yeah, those 4 teams, I think, are all locked in.
And we can say this for certainty. The Bears must beat Maryville, or we're locked into fourth place and headed for Kingsport Dobbins Bennett.
You got it.
So
we've been there before.
Yeah, we have.
Won some games
it's
there.
About a 3-hour and 29-minute trip, probably.
Might have to eat twice.
Yes.
Who knows? Anyway, we're going to wrap it up here from the press box here at Flatshut High School. You've been listening to Talk 101.3. Gary Omi, Earl Rowan, Brian Grisham bring you all the action tonight. And I mentioned earlier that Brian will be standing in for me next week because I'll be out of town. And with my lovely wife, had a birthday today.
Happy birthday to Norma Owenby.
Yep. And she's not happy with me that I'm here at the ball game.
Hey, at least I remember you taking her up to Saginaw, Michigan.
Yeah,
Mackinac, yeah. On that island anyway. But you have to scoot around on a bicycle and get out there by boat.
That's right.
Some interesting stuff you told me about that trip.
Yep.
So at least you are right in the middle of a football season, letting her know, hey, you are very special in my life.
That's right.
Yes, we're going to spend some time together.
Yep, we're going to head up toward Massachusetts starting Sunday morning.
Hey, it'll be lovely up there.
I think it will. Until next week, it'll be Brian doing play-by-play for me. Earl on the analysis here from Ray County High School. That's a 7:30 kickoff now, not at 7 o'clock like all of our games have been to this point, with the pregame show beginning at 6 o'clock. Then next week, the Friday after that, Maryville will be here for the final game of the regular season for the Bears and Rebels as everybody's getting ready now for the playoff positioning. We'll take it from here and be back and see what happens then. Until next time, we'll just say